recapping, we left off. You guys were captured by the lizard folk entering their lair. Hector and Vittoris stealthily snuck in, kind of explored a little bit further than maybe they should have, and were at the mercy of the lizard folk. And they brought the rest of you guys in, and you were told that they were going to bring you to their queen. So that's where we're going to start.
In my defense, I didn't see a whole lot before I got caught. There's a couple hallways, there's some doors.
True.
So Nautilus thinks that you're worthless and you didn't even do what you were supposed to do. Understood.
I suppose, like, right off the bat, I should probably drop my form and revert back to human and give up my weapons just as a...
Yeah, because at first you were a horse, and they all kind of stand back, and as they see you transform back into human form, they kind of like step back, shocked, almost like they've never seen any of this witchcraft before.
And I just handed my dagger with the holding the blade with the handle out to him.
And three of the lizard folk guards, they look alarmed, but they kind of lower their spears at your act of mercy there. So. Actually, I'm going to put you guys on this map, because as you guys are getting led down these corridors, you see these corridors are made of basically like compacted like dirt and sod and mud, and a few large rocks here and there. But this is definitely like just like all these man-made tunnels within this giant mound of mud and dirt. So I'm going to put you on this map. So, where you guys are is you're being led down this hallway. I don't know if you can see where I'm pinging that.
Yep.
And, yeah, so as you guys are led down this hallway, you have a procession of lizard folk guards. You have the one lizard folk that's kind of leading the way. He's got this large feathered headdress on. And
we can see this 22, which I assume was not intended.
you can see the numbers.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
All right, just so that way, because it doesn't matter. Everyone make sure not to check the numbers.
Yeah, I don't know why. Actually, that's got to be like a game glitch sort of thing, because all of the other numbers are in the GM layer. So there's other numbers like within that. So that's kind of weird.
Where? Oh, I do see a 22 on there,
but yeah, I mean, unless you're...
where are we? On the map?
Okay, so you guys are being led down this hallway. As you kind of like cross through these hallways, there's torches along the walls. Like I said, they're like hardened sod. Yeah, you guys can throw your tokens on there. So these hallways are about 10 feet wide, about 10 feet high. They're well lit, and then as you pass by, there's several doors. They're like closed wooden doors as you walk by. Obviously, you see the rooms that are all blacked out. So you're led around the corner to these two large double doors, and the apparent lizard folk that seems to be in charge, the one with the headdress, he walks up, opens the doors, and you guys walk into this large chamber. This big room it's like a 15-foot high ceiling. There's 6 pillars that line the center of the structure. They're all rock pillars. Both walls on the western side and the eastern side are lined with different creatures' heads that are mounted to wooden plaques. And
any humanoid heads?
So we'll get back to that in just a second. So as you guys enter this room, you look all the way on the opposite side. You see this large throne. It's a wooden throne sitting on top of a concrete, like a stone slab. And to the side of that, to the eastern side of that, you see this slender-looking lizard folk dueling with a staff or a spear against another like larger lizard folk, and they're kind of like sparring over here in the corner. And at the other side of the throne, you see a shorter, kind of hunched over, dark green scaled lizard folk with this large gold like LL Cool J chain around his neck. He kind of looks down, and as you guys enter the room, he locks eyes with the headdress guy in the front, and you hear him say something in Draconic to the the one standing there.
I speak Draconic.
Okay, so now there's you hear him say to the other guys, sorry for the intrusion, Sariv. These intruders were found in the western entrance. So Sariv, the apparent the guy standing at the altar, he motions for everybody to come in, and you guys are followed up by about 6 guards with their spears behind you. They kind of poke at your back a little bit with like the butt ends of the stick, just to kind of like prod you along as you enter. And as you see this, somebody, Kevin, you were saying you wanted to check the.
Yeah, I just want what kind of heads are on the wall.
So you kind of look around on the walls, like on the western wall over here. You see a couple. You see like a giant crayfish, a hippopotamus. You see a hobgoblin's head, and this other like fish-looking creature mounted on it. And you see Oceanus. He's with you, and he looks over and he recognizes some of these things. You can tell he's staring at these creatures. And then on the other side of the wall, you guys kind of all peer over as you're walking closer to the throne, and you see a bear's head, a lion, a shark, a giant frog's head, and then another shark. So you see all these large creatures mounted to the walls, and at that point, you see the 2 lizard folk that are sparring in the corner. You see the thin one sweep the legs of the larger one, and he falls down to the ground, and you see the other one pull its spear up to under its chin, and you hear them in Draconic just going back and forth, and the one draws back the spear and walks back to the throne and sits on the chair. And you guys enter the throne room, and the lizard folk in front of the throne speaks in common to y'all. And he says, welcome to Queen Othakent's lair. And he waves his hand over behind him and over in the direction of the queen, who is the one sitting at the chair. She's the slender lizard folk. I don't know if you can really tell the difference between males and female, but she's slightly smaller. She has this like bright green scales. She looks, I guess, younger compared to Sariv, the older one that's addressing the party. And so you hear her say something back to him. Snarlers, you do understand that she says, what is the meaning of this? So Sariv, and then he's kind of translating things to you guys, and he says, the queen would like to know, what is the meaning of this? Why have you entered our lair? This is a forbidden area.
So in Draconic, I would like to respond with, well, Snodler's heard that there were some weapons and stuff, and really we were just trying to figure out if there was like a threat or if there was something we could help with.
So at that point, a couple of the guards behind you guys, one of them says in Draconic, and also another one says in Common. It says, bow to the queen.
I confusingly bow and don't tell anyone to do anything else.
Well, he said one of them
I
says
think it
in
ain't common.
Damn it! All right, fine.
Yep. I will bow deeply.
Hesitantly bow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm only like 3 feet, so like a bow is like...
Just like a micro bow. So does anybody not bow to the queen?
Anybody want to die? Just say yes.
Now's your chance to die. Just saying.
Meglar bows.
Okay, are you there? I don't think I've heard you speak tonight.
Wait. Is Meglar actually also a real camera?
I am.
Oh my god, I thought that was just a still image. You hadn't moved the entire time.
He's a wax figure.
I don't have him video on mine.
It might be in roll 20.
Yeah, that's in roll 20.
Yeah, I have. Oh, there we go. I had to reconnect because I didn't have John or Andrew. All right.
All right, so you guys all bow, and Sariv, he says, It's not every day that we get visitors in here. Most people are afraid of our kind. And he kind of smiles, and you see this big toothy grin on these sharp teeth that he has. Very white compared to his like dark green scales.
So I rifle through my bag and I take out a notebook and wave my hand and a pen comes out. I was like, no, really, Snodless has never really seen you guys, but you seem pretty cool. Like, what? Tell me about yourselves. Like, why are you here? What do you guys do?
Sir Reeve looks over to the queen and he relays what you said to her, and she stands up.
Right.
She stands up looking a little puzzled. Oh, I'm assuming you weren't saying that in Draconic, right, Snodlers?
Yeah, I'll say when I'm in Draconic, or I'll say when I'm not in Common, so it's my fault if I do it wrong.
Okay. All right. So they start speaking back to you, and you guys don't understand it. And she starts saying that this is the lair. This is the lair of the lizard folk. We've had to establish this lair after being removed from our home by the Sahaugen. And at that point, Oceanus kind of like looks over to you guys, and he's like, he motions and points over to the wall, and one of the heads, the one that's like a fish-looking creature with these large teeth, and he kind of motions like, that's a Sahaugen.
So in Common, I go over to him and say, so you've been kicked out of your home by these things?
And Sir Reeve interjects. He says, yes. These things are dangerous sea devils. Naturally, they are ravenous and destroy anything that they come across. Horrible, vicious eaters. They eat anything, and he kind of smirks a little bit. And then he says, but anyway, seems as of late they have been extra aggressive, and they have forced us from our land and forced us to bear arms in an attempt to fight them back and reclaim our land.
Oh, so you saying that if you got help from Snodlers and some other people, like maybe you guys wouldn't need like arms, right?
So the queen, she speaks directly to you, Snodlers. She takes another step forward off of the.
I'm still assuming I'm in Common. Like unless I say in Draconic, just assume it's Common.
Oh, okay. So
because that's on me to do it wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So she gets down and she kind of like you can see like just by her body language that she kind of relaxes a little bit, and seeing that you guys maybe aren't as much of a threat as they originally thought that you were barging into their home, and she starts speaking to Sir Reeve in Draconic, and he relays that he says for many years we have had our troubles with all the other aquatic races, but it is time now for us to band together to fight back these devils, and many of them have been hearing rumors of this of a greater threat emerging from the sea. And actually, we have captured one of their spies.
This is in Common?
This isn't Common. So Sir Reeve is talking.
All right, just making sure.
He speaks Common and Draconic, and she only speaks Draconic. So this is the stuff that she relayed to him, and so he's saying this to you guys, so you guys could all understand. And so basically, he says, so we have attempted to reach out to ambassadors of all the other great aquatic races, and we are trying to form an alliance to defeat these Sahaugen and return the lands back to a peaceful nature, as us lizard folk are. We tend to keep to ourselves, and we do not like outsiders. But perhaps we could have the assistance of you humans and other smoothskins like yourselves to help us out, maybe fight this threat.
Smoothskin. Snodlers likes that name. You see me flipping pages backwards and writing more shit down. So, who are the whatsits that are they mostly in water? Like, do we just need to boil some water and we're good to go? Snodlers needs to understand what they are.
So at this point, Oceanus he speaks up and goes, yes, the Sahaugen. They've been enemies of my people and enemies of many of the deep. I've always thought that they were warring tribes amongst themselves, not the type of creatures that would form an army of sorts. But this is very interesting indeed. Has anybody reached out to the king of my people, the sea elves? And Sariv looks at him and goes, well, about that, we haven't invited your people because of the blood feud that your people have with the Koalith. They seem to be the stronger race, so we invited them. I apologize. No disrespect.
What race of these people are they? Lizard folk also?
The other people? The other
Yeah.
races are several races. The merfolk people and the Koalinth people. So you guys probably wouldn't know.
I'm sitting here looking at you like, oh, okay, that means nothing to me.
So like Meglar,
Who are those?
he probably would have had some run-ins with like merfolk and stuff in the past. So like, being a pirate, being on the sea, like you've heard Meglar of some of these other races.
And these are the people that kicked you out of your land?
The people that kicked us out of our land are the sea devils, the Sahaugen.
And what race
creatures.
is the Helgen? Are they said
That is their race. And
the Helgen is their race?
Yeah, so he points over to the.
Again, I've never seen them.
Says, these are the devils themselves, and he points up to the plaque on the wall, and you see this thing's head, and it's this green, scaly, fish-looking thing with these large teeth. I don't know if I have a. Let me see if I have some artwork.
Indraconic, I'll be like, no, Snodless doesn't think that devil is the right word here. I'm sure they did you bad, but devil, that has a big meaning to Snodless.
They are terrible, terrible creatures. Many
Not
have
that.
called them devils. You would be wise to
Now
stay away
that
from
Snodless
them.
can understand.
They are crafty. They are very intelligent. They are ruthless. You can never trust them.
So what do you need us to do
Well,
to help?
if you would be interested in joining our alliance, perhaps you could prove yourselves to us and maybe bring word to your town.
Snodless is very interested in making sure that you have adequate protection, but not too much protection, that you're a threat to other people. Smooth skins, was it?
The
Yes.
town we came from, we're concerned that you're going to raise an army up against them.
Oh, well.
So they'd be happy if we can get confirmation that you're not, and maybe they'll join your efforts to help get your land back.
I do understand that. What is your name, sir?
My name is Vossen.
A pleasure to meet you, Watson.
I was from a monastery not too far away from here that was destroyed.
Very, very interesting. The monastery.
Emperors of the Waste supposedly did it. I have no idea who they are, but when I find them, they will pay.
It doesn't sound familiarized with me, but I will keep my ears open for something like this. But the town of Saltmarsh that you speak of should not fear us. It is the Sahaugen you should fear. Perhaps we could send an ambassador to Saltmarsh to talk to your leaders.
Snodless thinks that's a great idea, but they should go with us.
Yes.
How can we trust you? Perhaps you are working with the Sahaugen.
I could assure you we would not walk in here and hand over our arms if we were working with them.
Well, as a test of your faith, we would like a problem maybe that you could help us with. And he looks over to the queen, and he says in Draconic the same thing, like perhaps they could help with 1,000 teeth. And she nods, and so he turns back and says, a great beast lives in the swamp. It's a beast that is sacred to our people, but it has ravaged many of our young folk that get too close to its pond. Perhaps our guides could take you there, and you could ease its suffering. And he stops for a second. You see at this point he has a book in his hand, and he pulls out this book, and he just kind of scrolling through it really quick, and he's like, perhaps you could kill it and help us. And that way we could maybe form an alliance?
If that's what we need to do to show you that are willing to help and that we're not against you, then
Yes, trust goes
I
three
will
ways.
Oh yeah, Snodlers agrees. Trust has to go a lot of ways. That makes sense.
Meglar's.
Go ahead, Megler.
Meglar agrees with Snodlers.
Okay, so the queen, she sits back down and she says to Sarif, Interconic, she says to Snodlers, you understand her, telling them that, or telling him, go ahead and set the travelers up with the guides and set them out at once to Thousand Teeth's lair.
So in comment, I'll just be like, they're going to take us to the lair, maybe. And I whisper it.
And so Sarif says, okay, these are two of our most trusted warriors. Now, they cannot fight Thousand Teeth. It is against our religion. But they can bring you to this lair. It will take a few hours, but you are in good hands to make your way through the swamp.
do you have any information on this Thousand Teeth to help us defeat it?
It is a giant... And he looks in his book again, and he starts...
In Draconic, I say snake.
and he says back to you, crocodile. In Draconic.
Crocodile.
And he says, oh, yes, crocodile. Thank you. What was your name, little man?
You can call me Snodlers.
Ah, very good, Snodlers.
If that's too hard, Snodlers will answer to anything.
So by the way, so like the lizard folk are like the big guards, like the big males are like 7 feet tall, and even the queen herself, she's over 6 feet tall, and hunched over. Sarif is, he's a good 6-7 foot tall as well, but. So yeah, so they're all kind of like definitely like looking down at most of the party. Sarif, he says, well, if there's anything else you need, perhaps you should set out at once.
I think Snodlers' body needs some of their weapons back, right?
I could use my staff back, please.
And my sword.
So he says, we can arrange that. And he talks over to the one of the headdress. He goes, yes, could you please return their weapons? Show them the way to the eastern gate. And then they all start, talking in Draconic, like, okay, yes, sir, we got this. So they gather you guys up, and Oceanus, he looks a little nervous at this whole point, and he kind of like whispers over to you, Voss, and he's kind of standing next to you. He's like, do you think this is wise?
In Draconic.
Not in, like he said, in Draconic.
Yeah, no, Oceanus speaks Common. He's a sea elf. He doesn't know Draconic.
Oh, right. I forgot who was here. Apologies.
What choice do we have? I mean, I guess we could go and be on our way, but
The live or die situation here.
if we could help these people and meet our goals with our town, I don't see why not.
If not in reality, Snodlers thinks that this is the first step in making sure that they are not arming against if we destroy their threats and we see them disarm it even a little bit, perhaps that's all we need. And if we show our face in combat, maybe they won't attack the town anyways because we will show our face in combat.
So Oceanus kind of like bows and he's like, I trust your judgment and I will fight with you, my brave friends.
Maybe Snodless thinks you shouldn't be in the front lines, like, because we have a responsibility to you too, right? We don't need you dying.
So at that point, yeah, you get led back out into the to this like main hallway, and the guards start handing out your weapons, and they Oceanus is like grateful he has his trident back and sticks it on his back, and they lead you guys to like the eastern edge of the lair of the town, I guess, whatever it is, and as you guys make your way around, I can probably open up the map. You guys kind of see some of these corridors as you go they're like pretty simple, like basic little rooms, and inside each room you kind of look in. There's several lizard folk, and you see like before that Vittora saw. There's like men, women, children. There's like this is a whole like society within this place. It's not like what maybe you guys would have thought it was, as like this scary ass
small town, essentially.
Yeah, it's like a small town, yeah, and it's definitely more peaceful than what you would think. So, I mean, I think you guys would probably believe that maybe this was a mistaken thing, that the lizard folk were evil, but Oceanus does kind of like whisper to you guys, they eat meat.
Well,
so do I.
But he says to you, Vass, he goes, you are meat.
So are they.
I just wanted to let you know. Did you see their teeth?
I take out my book and I start writing meat eaters.
Yeah, but we didn't ask an important question. Who they were getting their weapons from.
Fuck.
What are we trying to figure out? Who? Well,
no, we were trying to figure out why they were getting weapons.
Yes, but don't we need to know? Like, wouldn't it be a good idea to find out? Who else they're working with, so we could get into.
Look. Snodless thinks that we're going to be with some of their trusted gods. Maybe we can ask them.
We can go help them out, come back, maybe a little bit. Help them out.
I was just bringing the subject up so we all could remember when we're there to be like, hey, where are you getting these weapons from?
Snodless is certain we're going to forget.
The Sea Princes delivered them weapons before, so I just assumed it was them. But we can ask if there's somebody else.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, if they need a lot, Sea Princes couldn't be the only ones that were supplying them.
And that can't be true, because Snodless remembers the lizard folk with them. Maybe they were just transport.
Yeah. Like, the Sea Princes are smugglers and pirates, but there were lizard folk on there also.
Maybe not mention them.
No. I think we need to mention them. Otherwise, how do we know?
I'm just letting everyone here, keep in mind, it wouldn't be a bad idea to try to figure out who these pirates were that were supplying them with the weapons, even though we're hopefully going to find out that they weren't doing it to uprise and, attack the village. They're doing it for other reasons. But still, if we know who was doing the smuggling, then maybe we can get closer into stopping the pirates and smugglers in Saltmarsh in general.
Gotcha. Yeah, ask them if there's like a second transport other than...
Yeah, like maybe there's other smugglers that are, besides the Sea Princes, that are bringing in goods, that maybe they're in Saltmarsh, you know what I mean? That we could infiltrate or stop. Or Saltmarsh.
My thought was we go out, we help them out with this task, and when we come back, they'll be more inclined to answer those types of questions, was my thought.
I'm just bringing it up to remind everybody that this is our also other goal is to stop these pirates from doing anything to Saltmarsh.
So you don't think Snodlers is only worried that while we're doing this bullshit trust thing, that something else happens? Do we have a risk or thought that something else will occur while we're doing this? Is this an issue, or are we just free to lollygag?
I mean, we're shooting off the hip. I think we're just going to have to try and trust them and
Shooting off the hip. Snodlers haven't heard this. What are you shooting?
shooting.
I hold up my
finger?
hand crossbow.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. You do shoot off the hip then. I've seen your rolls.
Yes.
All right, let's continue this then.
All right, so the two guards, they bring you out to the other exit and entrance of the lair, and you go outside, and these two large lizard folk are with you. They both have they're kind of shell, like turtle shell, like armor over their thick scales that they already have. So these guys are some super jacked lizard folk, and they both have these large spears, and both of them stand over 7 feet tall. These are some big ass dudes. They have these large spikes on the top of their head, and they just say, "Follow us," and that you guys start heading out into the swamp. So the journey through the swamp, it's definitely difficult terrain. This is you're going deep into the swamp, and one of the lizard folk, they turn back, and who's in the front of the group behind the lizard folk?
I'll be behind him.
Near the front, not necessarily in the very front, but I don't want to be in the back either. So probably second or third back.
Maybe Yuri move up there, or Maglar.
Just where Yuri's short, little stubby legs are going to be hard to move through the swamp. So.
You're Mr. Roboto again.
Mr. Roboto. All right, so
Sure, I'll go behind.
Vitoris and Megler up front. So this large lizard folk, he turns back to you guys and he says, "We must make good time to get there. We do not want to run across Thousand Teeth the Devourer at nighttime when he eats."
But Snodlers thinks that'd be a great time to attack. Isn't that when we're supposed to be doing? At least we can trap them. Isn't that what you normally do? Is trap things when they go to eat?
No, he will know we are coming. He can see us and smell us miles away. Very, very dangerous.
So when do you suggest we attack?
So you guys start wading through this swamp, and it's pretty nasty. And actually, I think I got myself a picture I can show you.
We haven't rested or anything crazy since our last battle, right?
No, so you guys still haven't taken any rest or anything. So it's still you're still right where you left off.
It's rough terrain, so it's not like we're getting a short, leisurely stroll rest out of this either, right?
No. So yeah, so every inch of the way, this is ankle deep mud that you're kind of sloshing our way through. It's pretty nasty.
So waist deep.
For Snodlers, yeah, it's definitely gonna be waist deep. Where am I?
Honestly, this is pretty gross.
Ugh.
Poor Snodlers need to ride.
You want to lift, Snodlers?
No, I'm too proud. Snodlers appreciates it though. Although, if we're getting chased, don't even ask, just do it.
So I don't know if you saw. I tried to show it to you guys.
Yep, we got it.
So
I got it.
So it's some thick terrain. This is the canopy above you almost blocks out the sun. And you guys are traveling at noontime at this point, and as you go back, you can see it's pretty dark back in the swamp, and all you hear is the sounds of nature. There's birds and frogs and insects everywhere. It's definitely some slow going. So, you guys are pointed out different like pitfalls and things to watch for. So like you guys are following these lizard folk, and they're constantly like, "Do not step there. That is lightning sand." And they like stop you and force you, go around.
Lightning sand? Snodlers has never heard of lightning sand. Is it like fast sand? What do you mean?
So he stops and turns and looks way down at you. He's like, "Little man would be lost in seconds in lightning sand." Yeah. Follow me. And they carry on. They're trudging through, and like they're so tall, and they have like long legs, and like they're striding pretty easily through the swamp. And like Yuri's kind of like struggling to keep up as well with his heavy armor on. He's sinking down in the mud with every step of the way, and almost kind of out of breath half the time. So it takes about 8 hours after like just basically being worn out. You guys make your ways to a clearing, and it's a good 8-9 o'clock at night. It's getting dark, and the lizard folk look over and tell you guys like, "It's time to make camp. We cannot get too close. This way we can arrive in the morning and catch the Thousand Teeth off guard."
So Snodlers wants to make sure. Does it actually have 1,000 teeth, or is that just a name?
So the other lizard folk that's standing there, he doesn't speak common, and so the other one asks the other one in Draconic like, "How many teeth does it have?" And you see him like open his mouth wide, and he starts counting his teeth, and you notice that he has like a bunch of broken teeth, and he answers him back, Sniders. You hear him say, "I think he has more than me." And then the one that speaks common just says, "I don't know." Like,
perfect. Thank you.
"But his teeth are very sharp. We should all be very alert."
How much farther until we get to where he needs to be? Like, I know you said morning, but like how far distance?
It's a couple miles.
Okay.
So let's make camp.
So the two lizard folk, you see them kind of go over a couple trees, and they string up some hammocks, and they're kind of content for the night, and they set up and have their spears at their ready, and they kind of just lounge in their tents, but keeping an eye on you guys as well as you see them, just kind of looking around, keeping an eye, always watching things in the forest or the swamp, but they seem.
Is there like a dry enough spot where we could put tents down? And
yeah, so the spot that you're in is kind of like up on a small clearing, and there's trees around, but it kind of goes up a high enough elevation so you guys are out of the mud and the water.
I was just wanting to make sure that we didn't have to climb in a tree and just take a nap in a tree.
Yeah, sorry. So like you guys actually climb up a kind of a small embankment, and you follow this trail up to a small clearing, and here there's actually where the ground is actually pretty dry. There's some big like evergreen trees where for the most part where you guys have been in like the areas with like these swamp like really thick moss trees and willow trees that are typically found in swamps. So this is actually a higher elevation in a spot where you can actually look up and see the stars right now.
Is there? You said there was like birds and stuff around. Is there anything like a bat or a bird that's like relatively close by?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Sure.
Do I still sound like a robot?
No, you sound better.
A little bit, but a lot less.
18.
Okay, yeah. So you see actually these giant bats flying around. You see 3 of them.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals and see if I can talk to them. See if I can hail one of the bats. Hey, come here.
All right.
Down here in the lair.
All right. So one of them you see kind of land up in a tree somewhat near you, and it just starts like eating at like this giant piece of fruit that's like hanging from a tree, and it kind of listens to you, and you see its head cock over in your direction. It thinks about 40 feet away from you.
I'll get a little closer as I keep talking to him. I was like, "Hey, we're just trying to travel through. I was wondering if there's anything dangerous around we need to be on the lookout for."
So you get like little bits and phrases of things, and you hear danger everywhere. And you see it goes back to just like eating this fruit, and it's just like tearing through this thing, and it's got these large teeth, and it's like gnashing like through this fruit, and it kind of like it looks pretty menacing, even though it's just eating fruit.
Gotcha.
So basically, it doesn't have a whole lot of
Legit.
intelligence, so you're not gonna get a whole lot of knowledge from this thing.
Worth a shot. I just go back to setting up camp. Let me know when I can do my spells too for morning, because I gotta change out spells to some more combat stuff.
Okay.
But I can't until like next morning. So
It's only an hour per circle level.
yeah.
Yeah, so now there's you. Yeah, you look up at this thing in the tree that you can see it as well, and to you, like you feel like you could actually like ride on this bat. It's so large.
It's that big of a bat.
It's huge. It's like I don't know.
Oh my God.
It's like a 3-foot bat. It's huge, and it's just like hanging in this tree upside down, just like ripping through fruit. Like
I start looking for sticks and like trying to see if I can't do a lean-to so they can't pick me up.
I set my tent up.
Yeah, well, Snodless is afraid that a tent, if they could pick up my tent, they got me. At least I'd have to get through some wood. Snodless likes wood in between.
as Oceanus looks over, he's like, do not fear. It eats fruit. It doesn't look like it eats meat. We are meat.
I think you misunderstood. Snodless is very fruity.
Animal friendship. I want to make one of these in your mount so bad. I don't have to.
I mean, it's not medium, right?
Probably not.
No.
Well, then it could probably carry me and drag me, but it's not long enough.
I don't think it's big enough for you to actually mount and ride it. It's about the size of you, but
Yeah, it has to be one size larger. It had to be medium.
yeah,
That'd be amazing.
that would be creepy as hell, but awesome at the same time.
Fireballs from the sky.
Dude, I almost prepped it for tomorrow morning. I don't want to.
So Oceanus, he also sets out a tent, and he starts building a little campfire. He sets out a few rocks in a circle, and he starts looking around for some wood, and gets to work. So anything I can do to help my friends, and starts building a campfire.
I'll help him out with create fire and control flame. Help get this thing going.
You see a big smile and a nod, and he's very grateful for your skill.
I would like to yank my familiar owl out from the pocket dimension and just start like playing with him and messing with him.
Okay, yeah, and your owl just kind of swoops around, and you guys all kind of sit around this fire, I'm assuming, all right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Oceanus, he starts putting his tent together, and he's kind of like off back behind, I don't know where these barrels are. Oceanus starts setting his tent up, and I'm feeling kind of tired. This overland travel has been more than I'm definitely used to. If you don't mind, I think I would like to retire for the night, friends.
Have a good one.
I'll take first watch.
Wait, can you even see in the dark?
I'd
No.
just disregard everybody and plop down next to the fire and go to sleep.
So Snodless is hearing that someone who can't even see in the dark is going to be watching us in the dark.
I mean,
I'm not sure if Snodless thinks that makes sense.
I can make light and I can hear pretty good.
So you're taking first listen.
Yeah, if you want to get technical about it, I'll take first listen.
Understood. Does someone have second listen?
I'll take second. Listen.
All right. Wait, can you see in the dark? So you're telling me I'm surrounded by people who can only listen. All right. Well, that's fine. Snodless is going to bed.
Indeed.
All right, so who's taking first watch? Hector's taking first watch. All right, so Hector, everybody else starts, going to bed for the night. It's a good 9-10 o'clock. By the time you guys start getting ready or start winding down, and first thing you notice, like, it's so loud. You guys kind of all notice this as you're starting, just like drifting, trying to drift off to sleep. It's so loud in the swamp. Like, all this nightlife's coming out. There's so many frogs and insects. Like, just the noise is just like really driving you all a little crazy. So Hector, go ahead and make a perception check. You had that ready. Oh no.
13.
Okay, so amidst all this noise, Hector, you start hearing, like, off in the distance, like over here in the forest, you kind of hear what sounds like some laughing, almost like a child's laughing. Which is not creepy at all, being in the middle of the swamp and hearing some kid laughing.
How far away? Couple, like, over in this area?
Yeah, like, you just know it's, like, back behind these trees over here. So you heard some laughing.
Gotcha. I will.
Shoot blindly into the forest.
Yeah, pretty much.
At children.
I'm trying to see the range of one of my spells. Just give me 1 second here.
Yeah, take your time.
Oh, that's only 20 feet. Never mind. I'll take some of the campfire using control flames and just make a little ball of flame and send it drifting over in that direction, avoiding all the trees because I don't want to start a forest fire or a swamp fire.
It's probably smart.
And see if I can what it is.
All right, so your little
As
ball.
he burns the swamp down.
Hey, he's going around the trees.
I said as you burn the wet swamp down.
Yeah.
So
take some bits.
so your little flame kind of like goes around and does a couple of, like, little arcs around these trees, and you don't see anything. And then at that same time as that's happening, kind of off the opposite direction, you hear like a branch snap.
Are the lizard folks still around?
Yeah, they're already, like, kind of off to sleep already. And it's, like, behind their tents, or their not tents, their hammocks.
Can I remember which one of them spoke common?
Yeah. I mean, you can point out which one speaks common. The one that doesn't have the broken teeth.
Okay. I'm gonna wake him up.
So as soon as you do that, he pulls his spear and just, like, sticks it right up to your chest. He's like, "Ah, what?
Noise behind the trees. What is it?
Noise? What?" And he's not quiet at all. So he just, like, gets up out of the hammock and makes all sorts of noise, and he wakes the other one up. And you hear him in Draconic. He's, like, doing some sort of hissing noise. And the other one starts hissing back at him, and both of them stand up with their spears at the ready. And then do another perception check.
Oh.
Okay, so you start hearing or seeing, like, little flashes of lights that you think, but you can't tell where they're coming from. Like, all of a sudden, like, out of the corner of your eye, you see, like, a little spark, and then another spark, and you're kind of, like, twisting around, You don't know which direction it's coming from, but it's kind of seemingly happening to you, like all around you.
Shit. I'm gonna. These are allies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. These are the
Holy
guys
shit.
that are with you. So yeah. So you're off over here in the distance with these guys. They're kind of off by themselves. And yeah, you heard the noise coming from over here, the branch snap.
Oh wait, hold on. Actually, I don't think I can do that. I actually can't move the flames around like I thought I could. So never mind. Shit. I'm just gonna light up my torch. And wake up Meglar.
What is it, Hector?
I don't know. Something's going on.
Like what?
Whoa, something's out there. It's. I need somebody to come with me and take a look.
Oh, all right. I'm getting up.
All right. So
Lead the way.
so Meglar, go ahead and make a investigation check, or actually no, make a perception check. 'Cause you're kind of not really awake yet.
All right. Perception.
Yes. So you wake up and you're kind of out of it, and you don't really notice anything. Like you just hear how loud the swamp is as well. And
Okay.
At that point, Meglar, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Uh-oh.
Oh, 4. All right, so out of nowhere, you all of a sudden like you feel this little prick like on the back of your neck, Meglar. Something just sticks in the back of your neck. You take 1 point of piercing damage, and you start feeling kind of woozy at this point.
Oh.
And then
Something just.
Hector, as that happened, you hear kind of Hector like kind of like not really cry out, but just like like kind of make a noise, and you look over, and behind him, you see this little thing kind of materialize in front of you. This little flying guy, and he's got a short bow in his hand, and he's tiny. He's a couple inches high, and you see him kind of like buzzing around as Meglar, you are not poisoned.
And he looks back at that thing. What the hell was that?
And at that point, the little creature, he starts like buzzing all around, and he kind of disappears right in front of you.
Did
Did you see that, Hector?
I did. I look over for the lizard folk. What are they doing? Did they see that?
Let me roll for them. Let me see what their stats
Are they
are.
awake?
Yeah, he woke them up. Well, he woke one of them up, and the other one like got the other one up.
I didn't be like doing shit without them and have them like fucking attack us or whatever. So
I'm really bad with names, so like I heard everything. I thought you only woke us up because
No,
I
I
don't
woke-
know everyone's name.
and then Meglar.
Yeah, I thought Michael was one of us. Oh, he is. God,
Meglar.
I'm the one that gave you the scroll.
I'm just bad with names.
So the Hector, the one lizard folk that speaks common, he doesn't know anything. You see him kind of like frantically looking around, like what the hell was that? But the other one that speaks Draconic, you see him like kind of focused right on Meglar, and he goes running right towards that area and just starts taking his spear, and he's like poking around in the air.
I guess Biglar ain't insane.
And then collectively, you guys, both of you start hearing the sound of like laughter, and now it's coming from all around you.
Shit. Can I take?
Uh-oh.
Can I cast Fairy Fire in a way that's not going to hit us, but see if I can reveal some of these suckers?
Can you make it so it only hits fairies?
What's that?
Can you make it so it only hits fairies?
I think it's just an AOE.
Yeah, go ahead and post it up there. Let me see.
Oh, fairy fire! Come on.
Fairy Fire.
How do you know they're fairies? Just because they have wings and they're tiny and they fly. I mean,
I brought.
Pixies, maybe.
No, honestly, I assume they're pixies, but it was just a good joke.
all right. So it's a dexterity saving throw.
And I want to hit like just
Alright.
south of me. I don't know if there's any there or not, but like just kind of do my best to hear where they're at and not hit any of us with it.
So pick where's the area you want to do this in?
So like from
Draw a box.
Draw a
What's
box.
Draw a box.
draw boxes. Give me a draw shape. Rectangular. There.
Okay. Okay, so when you cast Fairy Fire there, all of a sudden you see these little glowing images of... I'm terrible at going between different layers.
Oh shit.
Did they all fail?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So all these things fail their dex save, and all of a sudden you see them all start glowing. But at that point, you guys hear like chittering from all around, and you hear all this little buzzing noise, and it sounds like it's coming from all around you.
I just yell out to get up. To everyone in the camp.
Oh, it's like wake everybody up.
Starlers are sleeping.
And all
Oh, God.
of a sudden, you guys all wake up, and there's all these little things flying around, and they're all shooting arrows at the same time, just kind of in your direction everywhere. I'm gonna mark the
Can
ones that are
we,
fairy fired, but
Yeah.
That's a pretty good guess. I'll take it.
that was a pretty good guess. You got like the big chunk of them. What color are they? Purple?
Yeah. And they're each giving off their own light as well.
Okay.
So everywhere like that they are as a bright light.
Dim for 10, I think.
Yeah, they're dim light. So they're each one of them are giving off dim light.
Yeah, there's a nice little chunk of them. Yeah, so you hear all these things, and they're all kind of speaking this language that you guys probably don't understand, and you hear them all like kind of like
Yeah.
angry, and they're all shooting arrows at the same time. So let's put the initiative tracker up and roll some initiative.
I know Common, Druidic, and Elvish.
What language is it?
It is Sylvan.
Nope.
Dang it.
My whopping 8.
Don't worry, baby. I got you covered with my 9.
Oh,
Hector rolling the big number.
Actually, he rolled pi, so that's not bad.
oh, I didn't select myself. Dang it. I screwed up again.
But you rolled a 3.14, so it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. So the way that I remember is when I think about you, I touch myself, and then I roll initiative.
Okay.
I was just gonna select myself to like roll initiative, so you didn't have to do it, and it rolled another one.
Well, you don't have to change anything then. It worked out.
Earlier tonight, to check out to see if the initiative was working properly, I rolled a 1. I rolled 1.
3 ones in a row.
I've rolled 3 1s for initiative tonight. I mean, only one of them
That's
counts, but like,
pretty odd. That's pretty low.
Done.
pretty broken.
I watched Critical Role last night, and they were
Oh, I-
fighting the last boss, and the monk rolled 2 natural 20s in a row.
What?
Oh,
I was like, oh shoot. Yeah, it was a pretty good fight.
nice.
If
Yeah,
you
I'm on
haven't seen it, watch it. It's wicked good. Anyway, back to the game.
I'm on episode 122, so I'm catching up.
I'm on episode like 3. Season 1. Sorry, I'm gonna roll like a couple little. I'm not gonna roll individual initiative for all these guys, but I'm just gonna roll a couple like individual like groups that they're in.
Yep, I'm in.
Oceanus has a 0.
I'm looking for it.
Okay.
The longest initiative.
I know this is the this is literally the biggest battle I think we've ever done.
And your
Might-
your 2 dragon guys don't have initiative.
Yeah, I just gave him a turn.
I don't think I'm in there.
Okay, let me add you a turn then. Okay.
I think Yuri's in here.
There is a shitload of sprites. Holy
Yeah, there's a
damn.
lot of them. All right, so yeah, so this guy here. Who is he near? So he's near Vitoris, and yeah, Vitoris. You see him actually fly straight toward you because he's like really close to you, and he kind of like buzzes your head. He's got this little tiny longsword out, and he makes an attack.
So adorable.
And he gets a 20, not natural.
That hits.
So you take 1 point of slashing damage. Okay. So this next guy that's near Snidler, same thing. This thing kind of buzzes like right down by your face, and he swoops down, kind of like flying straight at you. Snidler's with the sword in both of his hands. Man, these guys can.
Oh,
They can
yeah,
hit.
that hits.
So you take a point of slashing damage.
Damn.
As these little swords kind of just like graze right by you, and it kind of slashes right through your cheek.
Got it. 1 slashing. Aye.
Little shits. The next guy with his short bow, he is going to take a shot at Vossen. Oof, with a 22 to hit.
Holy shit, it hits.
So you're going to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm going to use my reaction to deflect the missile.
Ooh, nice.
But the way it works is it just says you can either catch the missile or deflect it. When you are hit with a range attack, and do so. The damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 8.
Okay, so you just knock it out of the air. So what does that cost you? A point of key to do that?
It costs me a point of key if I throw the arrow back.
Oh, that's
But
pretty
the only
good.
way I could throw the arrow back is if it reduces the damage to 0.
Nice. So that just uses your reaction for the turn then.
Yeah, my reaction. Yeah.
All right. So you don't take
Unless it did damage, then I could roll to see if I negate it to 0. And then if it is 0, I could use a key point to throw it back, and then I have a roll for throwing it.
Gotcha. That's pretty sweet. All right. So you just kind of like deflect this little tiny like toothpick that's flying through the air.
I like swat it away with my staff.
And then it's your turn.
So this guy was the one that shot at the crossbow at me.
Yeah. Yep. You
I'm
saw-
gonna fucking turn and fucking whack him with my quarterstaff. 15 to hit.
A 15 will hit.
Oh, for 11.
Yeah, and you just like a baseball bat, just home run, smash this thing, and you see him explode, and his wings just kind of fall off.
I'm gonna do flurry of blows. Let's spend a key point,
Vossen the Babe Boz.
and then I'm gonna hit this dude. I mean, I guess I can move here. and hit
Yeah.
him.
Yep. You see him kind of floating in the air a little bit above you.
14.
Yeah,
hit.
so that one misses. He flies just above your head, just out of your range, and you miss him.
And then I swing again. Oh my god, a fail.
Oh, you know what you gotta do? Roll a dex save.
Oh, is he near me? Is he near me?
If he drops his arms when this happens, man.
What the hell? With a +6, and I fucking roll a 9.
All right, so you just kind of trip, and you're just gonna lose your reaction this turn.
Well, I already used my reaction, so.
But you got it back for this.
Oh,
turn
yes,
again.
yes, because I just got to my turn. Gotcha. No reaction this turn.
Is that all you got? Probably, right?
Yeah, flurry blows is bonus action, and then the
Okay.
2 attacks.
All right, so this one you see him from long distance pulls out his short bow, and let's see if he's got enough range. Yeah, so like from all the way downtown, he shoots an arrow tries to shoot an arrow at you, Voss.
So some of these are not in squares, and I can't tell if ranges are going to be correct.
That misses. 16 misses.
All right, so
Thank you.
so his arrow goes wide a little bit. Next, so this guy, you guys actually, Vossen, you're kind of looking in his general direction, and you see him actually disappear.
What one?
This guy right here.
Oh,
Yeah, so he disappears, and that's all you know, that he disappeared. All right, so that brings up
Yeah.
the next guy. I don't know if because nobody else has really noticed him anyway, because you guys kind of all too far away. So this guy, he's kind of flying over this way, and he makes a shot at Meglar.
All right, he's got to roll for disadvantage.
Why is that?
Path of the Totem Warrior, Eagle. Is he considered a creature?
So what's that do? What do you? You want
All right, so
post that up there?
oh wait, no. Oh no, never mind. I'm not raging yet.
And you're poisoned, so but that only affects your attacks. You're gonna have disadvantage on all attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, not to mention that's his attack. He wouldn't have disadvantage anyway. So anyway, so he's taking a short bow shot at you. 24. I'm assuming he's gonna hit.
Yep, that hits. And it's just 1 damage.
Yep. So
Okay.
according to this, the poison target falls unconscious for the same duration or until it takes damage. Okay, no, so you're already poisoned. So I'm just gonna say you take 1 damage as this thing shoots his short bow at you. The next guy, he comes flying in at Vaz. You see him after he sees his buddy just get like destroyed. You hear him like this little screech as he comes like flying in with his longsword. And he crit fails.
Oh, I just see him fly by me and
Oh my
impale
god!
the
Let's see if he
fucking
falls in the
sword
fire.
dirt. Yeah, do it.
He
Oh, you
saves.
got 23.
He
Nice.
saves. So he goes flying by you, and he's on the other side of this fire. His wings get a little singed, but all right. So next guy, you see this guy also in the back. He disappears. All right, Meglar, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at that one that's right next to me with my longsword.
Rage.
Yep, I'm raging too.
Order does matter. So
Well, I would say it doesn't really do me much goodness. Well, it kind of does.
All right, so
All right, 23.
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. I'm like, what? 23 with disadvantage. So you roll.
His attack is with
His
disadvantage?
attacks are with
Okay.
disadvantage. So you crit failed. So you got to roll a dexterity saving throw.
He's got disadvantage from
Poison.
From poison. Yep.
19.
Is that also ability checks and saving throw disadvantage?
Oh,
I don't remember poison.
Actually, I don't remember poison. Yeah, let's look that up real quick. I think it might be.
Conditioned, poisoned,
And ability
disadvantage
checks.
on attack, but that's a saving throw.
That's a
not
saving
ability
throw,
check,
right?
so
Yeah.
we're
Okay. So you get a 19. So yeah,
Yep.
you go and take this big old swing, and you kind of just completely miss, but nothing happens there.
Okay. So can I swing again?
Why do you have multi-attack?
Yeah.
That's a no.
Oh no, not yet.
Get off the table.
All right,
All right, so that's my move then.
Okay. All right, Snuthers, you're up.
Have I seen things like this before? Or do I just feel annoyed right now?
Yeah, I think you're mostly just annoyed because this thing, like, in this point, it already, like, scraped your face. So like, Snuthers is just mad that this, like, giant mosquito just flew by you and cut your face.
So I just kind of sigh and I attempt to cast a spell right about here. So that is,
DC 14.
yep, for basically, oh god,
Yeah.
for all of those in there.
Yeah, okay.
It is not for, I don't think it covers the top one though. Ooh, it does.
Yeah, that'll hit them all.
Yeah.
And all the ones with fairy fire get disadvantage on saving throws too. I think, right?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just people get advantage on them. They can't be seen, and they can't go invisible. But I don't think they get any disadvantage to dexterity
No. Okay.
or anything.
All right. So regardless, they fail anyway.
12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12.
Yeah. So at that point, you just see them all just freaking vaporize.
And with my other hand, as my free action, I just like to wave it next to the other one next to me and be like, if you guys want to talk, Snodliz is here to listen because this won't end well. And that will be my turn.
Let me fill some X's in here. He just wiped out this whole flock of them. Oh shit, wrong button.
I will say also, I feel like they would fear fire, so I made that shatter somehow fire.
Okay. Was this guy here in the range? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you just see these things just burst into flame. It's like a giant bug zapper, just and they all just fall down dead.
No, lightning. It's lightning.
It's gotta be lightning.
Bug zapper.
Bug zapper effect, and the swamp kind of lights up for a second. You guys are all like, "Oh, damn."
Isn't that loud as fuck too?
No, that's thunder damage.
Thunder
Oh,
damage.
okay.
Okay, so that brings up this guy that's like right next to Vazen, who pulls out this short sword and he comes like flying right down straight at your throat with an 8, and you just kind of bat him out of the way.
Wait, in this case, because they're so small, are they the missile? Can he redirect them and throw it at another one?
My reaction's gone, so.
I know.
That would be great though.
If he crit failed, I would try that. Yeah, use him as like a dart.
Yeah, into another one. Okay, Yuri.
Can you hear me?
We can now.
So I'm just gonna take my X out and two-handed swing at this one in front of me here.
Okay. So with that brute force of just swinging that axe, you just completely miss. So this thing is so agile, it just kind of flies right over your axe, and you actually think you hear it laugh a little bit at you.
I get more frustrated and I don't know, end my turn, I guess.
Okay. All right, so this other little guy, you see him just like screaming at the top of his lungs. He comes flying. He peeks his head out of the. He's actually in the tree, so I'm gonna put him in the tree, and he's gonna just launch an arrow at you, Voss.
Yep.
Oh
my
crit.
god, he hit me.
All right, so you take 2 damage. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god, that crit was so disastrous.
I know.
It's the Constitution saving throw that stays disasters.
Yeah, but that you can't crit.
Oh, 11.
Oh, you made it. It's got to be a DC 10. So nice.
Yay!
So yeah, you get hit with this arrow like right in your chest, and this little tiny toothpick. You look down, and you're like, "What the?" But you pick it out fast enough before the poison spreads into your bloodstream. Okay, Vitoris, you're up.
All right. Get the crossbows out, and I want to shoot the one right next to me. Attempt to shoot the one right next to me.
Okay.
With an 8.
That's gonna miss.
Try and
Wait.
shoot.
Wait. That's not right.
Yeah, that's your
damage.
damage.
That's damage. That's not a roll.
Fuck. Why did it?
What's funny is you could have hit them probably. You can roll a 10. Their armor might be that low.
Now they're maybe.
We're low enough level, like. Oh wait, actually, we're low enough level. Things either have like no hit points and high AC, or low AC and high hit points.
Yeah.
These things probably are like flies, so they're
Right.
probably actually high AC.
There
16
you
to
go.
hit
Okay, 16 hits.
for 18 damage.
Oh my god. Yeah, so this thing, again, like your bolt just hits it and it just explodes.
We just see little wings falling around.
It's so sad.
The wings were the all that was left, and the arrow just goes through.
With my bonus action, I'll try and shoot the one annoying Snodlers. And that's an 8 to hit.
Alright, that's gonna miss.
That is legit 8.
It's a legit 8.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, so this lizard folk, he just like, you hear him just start growling, and he just like runs straight towards this one by Snodlers, and with like full on spear running straight towards Snodlers.
I cower and
Critical
duck
fail.
into my knees.
Critical fail. Critical fail.
Actually, I'll burn my reaction to duck and cover into my knees.
Okay, so he comes flying at this thing. I don't know. He has a. I'm giving him. It says some Morningstar, but I want him to have a spear with an 8. So he misses. He takes a second attack, and he also misses, but he does not critically fail.
Luckily.
Luckily.
Snodlers would have been weird.
Snodlers-
And ironically, because I was actually cowered down, it might be considered prone, so he gets an advantage to hit me.
Okay, so that brings up Oceanus. Oceanus, you guys see him almost kind of like trembling back here, like he's never seen like any of this sort of stuff before. So he pulls out his trident, and this comes over here by Oceanus, and he tries to take a swing with his trident like a baseball bat.
I'm still ducked.
Yeah, he just whacks at this thing with one hand, and you see it just explode, splat. That's it for his turn. Hector, you're up if there's any of them left.
There's 3.
Yeah. I know what these are, but does Hector know what these are, being a druid?
Yeah, Hector might know what these are. Yeah, being a druid, these things, these sprites are definitely fey folk that you probably would know.
Yeah, he's just gonna try and talk to him, be like in Elvish, because that's the closest thing I have, I think, probably to Sylvan, and just ask him to stop and be like, "Come on, we're not trying to hurt you guys. Just fucking leave us alone. We'll be out of here soon."
All right, just make a persuasion check for me.
Persuasion.
Ouch.
Oh shit!
Pooped on.
And is that my bonus that, or like, was that my full on action or no?
I will say that takes away. I'll give you a bonus action. I'll give you a bonus action. So you hear that one that's closest to you. You hear him like yell out in Elvish back to you. You motherfuckers destroyed our house.
What? What house?
And that's all you hear.
We didn't destroy no house.
Oh God, the fire pit.
Oh.
Tee.
God damn it.
Hey, you guys don't know that yet. Snodlers has an idea though.
That's the end of my turn. Oh, you speak Elvish too?
Yeah.
No, I thought he yelled out in common.
No, he yelled in
No.
Elvish.
Damn it! I don't know anything then. No one knows anything then. My bad.
Oh, I do speak Elvish.
I speak Elvish.
Vossen, you're probably a little bit too far away to understand, like to hear.
Oh,
him.
he's a sprite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Gotcha.
pretty. He's got a little tiny voice.
You would have heard me at least.
Yeah.
You can't hear the response.
Oh, then I can't hear him either. He's too far away.
The lizard folk. Yeah, he's gonna try to grab this thing and like capture it. No, he's not gonna do that. He's a lizard. He just wants to kill this thing.
Hey, I'm surprised they didn't try and eat them.
Bite.
Yeah, he's gonna bite
Bite.
it. He snaps at it, misses. It flies away from his mouth. He tries to do it again. Second time, he misses again. So you just see this lizard folk snapping in the air. Nothing happens. That guy's dead. Next guy. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. That's back to Vossen.
Hey, smash this dude in the face. Bam. Or not.
Yeah,
14
you miss.
misses.
Overswing.
Bonus action. Unarmed strike. Yeah, 25.
So you just clap him right. One hand, you just smash him.
8.
Yeah, he's more than dead.
And yeah, it's gonna be my turn. Looks like I was supposed to use for your blows before I did that. So
Okay, yeah, so this other one, he flies up into the tree to take cover, and then from the tree, you hear him loose an arrow at you, Vossen. Uh, 21 to hit.
reaction to throw it back, or well, to dodge it, or deflect missile.
Deflect it, yeah.
Is it gonna do damage? 1 piercing damage, so I got to roll.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guarantee that you're going to
I guarantee it because I got +8, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it back at him.
Okay.
Even if you have +0, like you're going to roll a 1.
Oh, 13.
Yes, so you
does
miss.
not count.
Yeah. So you throw it back and it just kind of lands in the trees next to him. He looks pissed.
Yeah.
Alright, so then all of a sudden, Yuri, you feel something land on the back of your neck. As this little sprite, he materializes in front of you. And he's stabbing his sword into the back of your neck.
It's a toothpick, though.
Yeah, it's basically like a toothpick getting stabbed in your neck. But yeah, so he's like on top of you. So he is going to... I'm going to give him advantage on his attack on you. With a 16 to hit. So Yuri, do you have your shield out? I'm going to say you did.
I do not. Filled out.
All right. So you take a point of slashing damage as he sticks his little toothpick in the back of your neck. Next guy, he's dead.
Annoying. It's more of an annoying
Yeah.
night.
And then this guy here, he's gonna just take a charge at Vitoris with a 4. So yeah, he just kind of buzzes by you, Vitoris. He's on this side of you.
Little shit.
And then all of a sudden, you feel another thing like grabbing onto the back of your neck. As this other one, again, materializes, and he's trying to stab his toothpick sword into the back of your neck.
So pissed.
With a 7. So yeah, after the first one you felt him on there, this one you feel him like instantly grab onto your neck and you just swat him away. Okay, Meglar.
Okay. Is that one that's next to me, is that even on the turn order? 'Cause I don't see him on.
Yeah, he might have got missed because he was on top of somebody's token or whatever. Somebody had a token on him.
Alright, so is he on top of someone now?
No, I mean, you can hit him. Go ahead.
Alright, I'll hit him with my longsword. Oh shit.
All right, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God, I'm still cowering.
He's not next to
Alright,
me.
15.
All right, so yeah, you go to swing wide, and you end up just tripping over your own foot as you spin trying to like follow this thing, and you're just laying prone on the ground. So that's it for your turn.
Okay.
Snothers.
So thus far, they don't feel like a. I'm just trying to understand like what I feel. So they don't really feel like a threat. They do almost nothing. I don't really like whatever.
Yeah. So,
I have not seen. If someone's hit, they have killed them, right?
yes.
Like every time they've hit.
And you know,
So-
like you've never seen these before, but you cast one spell and you physically saw you just like zapped like 5, 6 of them at once. They seem to be pretty easy to kill, but they're just more of an annoyance.
And these are the 3 that I'm going for. Each one takes 3 lightning damage.
Yeah, and you see these missiles kind of shoot out, and they kind of zoom around the battlefield and up through the branches of the trees, and you hear "Ah!" as these little guys in the trees both fall out, and
Snobble lets out a little crackle as I like stare at the one in front of me and raise my eyebrows.
what was the other one? By Vitoris? This guy, yeah.
Just the furthest ones from me.
Yeah. So,
I have no threat, so I might as well just shoot the ones at range.
Yeah.
And that is my turn.
Okay, so this guy's dead. So that brings up you, Yuri. You got these 2 things that are like right on top of your neck.
Don't forget to add the one right in front of me to the turn tracker, though.
Yeah, we'll give him a 1. So he may not be alive
So
by the time he gets a turn, but
Are they on me? Like still on my neck?
yeah, they're not like grappling you or anything like that, but they're just like, right on your shoulder, basically.
So I can still swing at them.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're like constantly in motion. You're backing up, and you can grab your axe and take a better advantage.
Just kind of swarming me.
Yeah.
Swarming me. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this. Try to hit this here.
Sure.
Figure out how to do it. So computer illiterate.
A 21 definitely will hit that guy. Yeah, so this guy just gets splatted by your axe, no problem.
So to use my action surge, do I have to be attacking the same
Nope.
creature?
No,
You
you
know,
can use it now and attack
So
the
I
other
can
guy.
use it and swing at the other one.
Quite literally just gives you a second action, which would include multi-attack. So once you get a multi-attack at level 5, you'll actually be able to attack four times if you action surge. It does not give you another bonus action, though. It only gives you one more action.
That's 2 fireballs.
You can't cast 2 spells like that. Oh my god, with action surge, could you? Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
Holy
it's
shit.
technically take the attack action.
Action.
Yeah.
But then there's that rule that says you can't cast 2 spells at one or in one turn. But I don't know if that. Oh my god, I'm gonna look that up.
As an action and a bonus action and stuff. You gotta read through it really carefully, but yeah, you can cast 2 spells on the same turn.
Hey, because couldn't you like quicken a fireball and as a sorcerer and cast 2 fireballs?
No, because if you cast a spell, the only way to cast a second spell is if one of them's a cantrip.
Right, the only way to do it is with action surge.
Yeah, that I believe because it just gives you another full action. I'm looking it up right now.
Just dual fireballs. All right, so what are you gonna do, Yuri?
I'm gonna swing at that one too.
Okay.
The other one there.
That's gonna hit. If you roll more than 2 damage, it's dead.
I'm gonna use my savage attacker just in case. This first damage is enough. Then.
Yeah,
I won't bother then.
it's definitely dead.
One. And on my turn.
Okay.
Somewhat satisfied.
Yeah, I think there's only one of them left that's kind of like buzzing next to Meglar of a Taurus.
Well, then I guess I'm going to try and shoot it. 25 to hit
Nice. That's gonna hit.
for 14 damage.
Yeah, you just no problem. Just snipe it right out of the air. You hear, ah!
I start laughing, like mimicking the way they laugh best I can.
All right, so that's pretty much ends combat as you kill all these things, and you see what the lizard folk he actually reaches down and grabs one of them, and he pulls the crossbow bolt out of it, and he just takes a bite out of it. You see him put the whole thing in his mouth and just start crunching on it.
That seems
I'm-
hygienic.
If I didn't know if they were poisonous or not, I'd eat a couple of them because I'm hungry.
You guys start looking around at like some of these large trees and stuff, and on like further inspection, you guys see all these little tiny houses and stuff in there, and even like the wood that Oceanus grabbed to build, it was actually like a little sprite's house that he used, and they burnt down. So yeah, you just wiped out a whole sprite village.
Yeah, sucks. I really wish I didn't roll a 1 on initiative for that.
Well, Snodlers is confused. Why didn't you just hit him with your hand? Like, I'm too short. But honestly, pretty much everything took care of him. I don't know why you guys were like using these big swords. I feel like that was a disadvantage.
Yeah, so the rest of so that was like the first hour into your night. You guys are on edge now, but the rest of the night goes pretty smooth. You guys take turns doing your shifts, and you all get a full rest in.
A long rest?
Yeah, you guys take a whole long rest. You guys, lizard folk, sleep in. You guys all sleep in a good 8 hours and wake up the next morning.
Just wondering who's cooking breakfast as I look over at Oceanus.
So he looks up. He goes, "As you wish, Mr. Dwarf." So you see him scamper off into the forest, looking for things to hunt, frogs and whatever.
I'm gonna eat a ration.
Strangely, you look down and you don't see any more bodies of the sprites, and you see the lizard folk that are kind of like, one of them has like a wing hanging out of his mouth.
They awake or are they sleeping still?
What's that?
Are they awake or are they sleeping?
No, they're awake and they already ate their breakfast.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have time to change my spells, am I? Because it would take like an hour.
It's an hour per spell per level.
Yeah.
So if it's 2 levels, second levels. But I mean, you can DM Hamway with that too. Like, that's really.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can, so the lizards, you guys are all kind of getting up and getting going. So, I'm going to say you got like 2 hours before you head out. So,
All right. And it doesn't cost anything to unprepared, just for the new prepared one, right?
Yeah.
Like unprepared level, prepare level 2. Okay.
Ice back.
If you are going to min-max, then a long rest is really only 6 hours of continual sleep and up to 2 hours of light
like rest. Yeah, light resting.
So you could technically get 4 spell changes out then.
Yeah, you could do that.
Or you just hand wave the whole thing and just change them all out with the DM.
Yeah, that's fine too. Like, I'm not really picky about that. You can go ahead and just change your whole loadout. That's fine.
The min-max of doing that is just gross. And there's only a couple classes that's like they're special. But screw it. I think I'm one of them. I don't give a crap.
Anybody else want to do anything while Hector's kind of preparing for his day?
Do my morning ritual and take a good swig off my gourd.
I'm just gonna get up and stretch.
Vossen, was that for your morning constitutional save?
Yeah.
Yep, from the super strong liquor in my gourd.
Oh no, I was just never mind.
His morning constitution. So Oceanus comes back and he's got a couple like little frogs and things in his hand, and he holds them up to Yuri. He's like, will this do?
Yeah, I guess that'll do.
Oh, excellent.
Fry it up for me.
So he grabs a stick and he skewers the frogs and he puts them over the fire and kind of tends the fire a little bit, gets it restoked just to cook these frogs up for you. The lizard folks start getting impatient and they start saying, "Okay, we need to leave soon so we can surprise the great devourer. I hope you are all ready."
How far until we get to where they are?
It's not far, just a few miles. But we must proceed slowly, as not to disturb her.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
All right, so yeah,
I shove those frogs in my mouth. I'm ready to go.
Oh, I gotta do the long run. Okay.
All right, so
All right. Almost. As after we travel for maybe, it said it was a couple miles.
yeah.
After we travel for like a mile, I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on all of us.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys will only probably take like another hour of traveling into the swamp until you start seeing up ahead the large pond in the distance. So the lizard folk say, "Okay, now we need to slow down and take our time. Be ever watchful." Nice. You get a +10 bonus to stealth checks. Okay.
Thank God.
And I'm going to take the a potion of water breathing and drink one,
Okay.
and ask who wants the other one.
No, I'm trying to quit. Thanks. Snodlers doesn't like those things. They taste funny.
Are we going underwater?
I mean, we're still like in a swamp, right?
Yep.
We're about to alligator in a swamp. A potion of water breathing might go down real nice right about now. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but
Snodlers is confused. Why do we care about underwater when it comes to a crocodile?
because it'll drag you under the water.
What? Snodlers didn't know they could do that.
Let's not fight it next to the water.
I'll drink that potion.
All right, I give it to Yuri. So for the next hour, you can breathe underwater.
All right. So just to let you know, like you guys are still about like a good 20 minutes out from the water, like taking your time slowly, making your way up to its lair.
And I assume we're gonna try and sneak up. That's why I cast Pass Without Trace.
Yeah. So you guys can. I'll go ahead and roll stealth. We'll do like your group stealth check here. It's a good thing you got that +10.
Well, might not even matter.
13 for Maglar, 18 for Yuri.
We are not in
14.
rocky terrain, right?
No, it's
Holy balls, you guys suck.
Oh, I didn't roll for these guys. Let me roll for Oceanus. Does he have anything for stealth? No.
Yeah, +10, right?
Oh, he gets +10. So Oceanus actually gets a 20.
Oh my god.
24.
27 for the lizard people.
Looks like Yuri, Maglar, and Hector rolled 18, 14, 13.
So overall, yeah, you guys are all pretty stealthy thanks to Pass Without a Trace, and you make your way quietly up to this large pond. You can see these, the canopy of these giant like palm fronds kind of like cover over the pond, so not a lot of light is actually reaching down to this pond. In the center of this pond, the pond is about 60 feet wide, and along the edges, as you guys start approaching it, you see the ground is littered with all sorts of bones and carcasses. The smell of the pond is like this like horrible rancid smell, and you can see like rotting corpses like all over the area. As you start approaching, just enough to actually peek through the bushes and the trees, you can see a large mound in the center of the pond. And the lizard folk that speaks common, he turns and says, "See that? That mud mound is the lair of 1,000 teeth.
Snodlos is concerned now and wish he would have drank the potion. So I shunt my owl familiar, and I take out my book, and I say, Snodlos wishes he knew more water spells, but honestly, it's not like we hit a lot of water before. So, Mud Mound, is it inside and we need to worry about it, or Snodlos wants to understand what's going on?
So the lizard folk, he looks down at you, Snodlers. He's like, be very, very careful. If she is in the mound, that's the safest place for us. If she's in the murky water, she could pop out at any time and pull you into the depths.
You see Snodlers point his head at his forehead and say, not it.
I ain't getting killed that fast. My track record in battles is not good.
So the lizard folk, they kind of make their way up under like a large tree near the base of this tree, and the other one, he's kind of like pointing out here. He's like showing you guys like some of the carcasses on the ground. Like, do not let this be your fate.
How do we lure it on land?
I do not know. Maybe
I'm
jump
like,
in
it's an
the
open
water.
question to everyone in the group. I look at everyone like, so how do we get him out of the water? It's the last place we want to fight.
I can potentially get him close. If you guys want to be, are we on the north side or south side?
You guys are
Or,
on the
like,
south
split it?
side.
I can probably lure it out.
Splash her out of the water.
Yeah. If you guys,
Why don't we just send Oceanus in there?
No.
What?
Did you say send Oceanus in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he looks over. He was like, I don't know if that's such a great idea, but if
That
you
is
guys
not a good
need me
idea.
to,
No. I hold my hand out. Do not go in there.
Go in the mountain then.
No, you're fine, Oceana.
so the other lizard folk that only speaks Draconic, all of a sudden you hear him just like go, start growling and like yelling out as you guys look up, and this giant snake comes dangling from out of the tree above him, and starts tangling him up.
Can I shoot it?
Let me show you him.
Big ass snake.
It's a big ass snake, and it starts grabbing hold of this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to whack it.
So he's going to be restrained. We'll put up the initiative tracker just to make it simpler here.
Don't forget to select your token.
No, you erased my.
Sorry, there's a lot of dead sprites on that tracker I had to get rid of.
Fucking look at these initiative rolls, baby.
I'm gonna roll again, but let's just change it back to 10.
Yeah, get the AoE something. I'm just kidding. Fireball centered on me. Fuck everyone.
Set it to my initial 10.
how come some of them have like a decimal point and some of them don't? Is that
Just the way that you have your personal default settings for combat or initiative ties.
Damn.
Poor Oceanus. He seems always so ineffective.
I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Just in my, as I'm trying to size these things up, you know those lizards that were outside the cave of the lizard people place.
Yeah.
If it was this snake versus like all of those, who would win that?
This snake versus all of those, like size wise.
Like if they were all to fight, who do I think would win? Just real quick, snap judgment.
Okay, well, do an
Is it
insight
gonna-
check.
Insight.
Yeah, so you don't know. You know
Hey.
that they're all big, and it you don't know. It's like Godzilla versus King Kong. Like you don't know.
Yeah.
Lizard folk. Let's roll them some initiative. They're terrible.
All I know is this is going to make too much noise.
They seriously both got 6. I actually rolled for them.
It's tiny anyway, so never mind.
Okay, so is everybody
just
in,
saw that.
or have to add somebody?
Nope.
Regular. Okay, everybody's in there. Okay.
I'm good.
All right, so now there's your first to act as you hear this lizard folk screaming, and you see him. He's actually getting lifted. He's like a foot off the ground as this thing. Most of the body of the snake is still in the tree, and you see it actually like coiling him up and pulling him up into the tree.
All right, so I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at it and pray to God I hit. And I think I had live fire damage so far.
Let's see, it's 25 to hit.
Yep, for 14 damage.
That's definitely gonna hit. Okay, for 14 damage.
I rolled like crap.
At second level. He still takes 14 damage though.
I look around and I set myself like behind most of the other people.
Yeah, so you see,
And that is my turn.
so they see the snake take this this fire damage, and it kind of like tightens its grip on the lizard hanging up there. All right, go ahead, Meglar.
Wake up, Meglar.
Oh, shit. My bad, by on mute. All right. So, would I roll for disadvantage if I had unswung it with my sword since he's wrapped around the lizard folk?
Well, disadvantage what? To attack the snake, the giant snake in front of you? No.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna walk right up to him and swing it at him with my sword.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
$16.
So-
14. You didn't rage.
yeah, that's only 14.
Also, my rage faded away. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't. Your rage goes away if you don't make an attack on your next
Or get hit?
action. Yeah. Or get
Question
hit.
mark?
Yeah.
It is,
Yeah,
I
14.
believe.
I'll take 14. Alright, and that's my move.
But we've rested since then,
So,
so
you get your rages back.
Oh, yeah.
But you gotta remember you have that ability instead of just clicking on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead, Hector.
All right. I'm going to use my bonus action to transform into my starry form and hit him with a spell attack. No, I'm not.
or not.
Oh, all right, go ahead. Go ahead and wait. Let's see. Let's make the lizard folk make a dexterity save. Hold on, he's restrained, so there is nothing he can do. So yeah, go ahead and just make a dex save then, Hector.
Actually,
What's
dex
your spell casting ability?
is my spellcasting modifier. You want to use wisdom instead?
Yeah, so you do a wisdom save. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so nothing happens. Your attack misses, but
All right.
It
And
doesn't hit the other guy.
yeah.
I'm gonna cast Bless on. I'm so bad with names. The monk.
Fasten.
Boston.
Yeah, Vasan, Vitoris, and Meglar are all gonna get blessed,
Yay!
and that's the end of my turn. Well, actually, I'm gonna move away from the water, sort of there, and then that's the end of my turn.
All right, Fasten.
I'm going to move to here. I have 40 feet of movement, so passing past Yuri, I'm going to stay away from the water side.
I don't know why
And
you
I'm
guys are
going
so
to
scared of the water.
Attack! Two-handed attack with my staff. 21 to hit.
Ooh, that's gonna just barely hit. No, that hits.
I'm going to try to club him in the dome. Two-handed. For 6. Every time I say that, my one hand is fucking
It
hits
does
harder.
nothing.
Every damn time. I'm gonna use a unarmed strike. 14.
Well, let's see. 14 hits. Yeah,
Oh wait, I gotta add. Well, either way,
it still hit with a 14.
it still hits 14. For 5, and that's my turn.
Okay. The snake, as it's holding on to the lizard guy, he is going to take 13 points of damage, and he starts pulling him higher up in the air. Let me see.
The snake's taking damage, or the guy?
No, the guy. He's like squeezing him, and like you see him like just like getting. You can hear his bones starting to crack, and he actually lifts him up another like 6 feet up in the air. So now like the snake is 6 feet up off the ground and on top of like. Well, let me put it this way: the lizard folk's legs, his feet are 6 feet up in the air, and the snake is another couple feet above him. So he's probably the snake is out of melee range now. As the lizard takes another 13 points of damage. Let me see what he's got for health left.
Is this the one this is the one that doesn't speak common, right?
Yeah, he's not looking so good. Yeah, you hear like all his bones cracking, and he looks like he's clinging on for life right now. That's it for the snake's turn. So that brings up Oceanus. So Oceanus looks down at Snobblers. He's like, what should I do?
I think you should probably just chill here. I mean, throw something maybe. Don't get near that thing. That thing looks like murder.
That I've never seen one of these before. And so he says, I know. And so he puts his trident away and he pulls out his crossbow and he takes a crossbow attack.
I hope he crit fails.
I tease this thing up, takes a shot with a 6. So yeah, his bolt goes wide and he misses. That's it for his turn. Okay, go ahead, Vitoris.
Oh, probably
Pretty
gonna
good reaction for
shoot
that.
the dude on accident.
Okay, 11's gonna miss.
What? Oh, it's automatically blowing. How come his bless is automatically rolling?
He rolled it, so you
Oh.
don't forget.
That's
But I like Vitoris's roll better.
Doesn't count. Hector beat him to it.
well.
Way to screw it up, Hector.
I'll roll all the ones all night long. Just watch me.
All right, the 14. The 14 hits.
Reload your game, and you'll stop rolling ones.
Probably.
He gets hit for 8. The snake does.
Well, don't you get sneak attack? He's got a
Yeah,
ally in
I'll
his
give you a sneak
breast.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, no, I don't get the plus to my damage because
this
that's
is
my
your.
offhand. So
Yeah, but
he
you
gets.
No, you.
I rolled a 1. So 1 plus 7 is 8.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Technically speaking, I mean, you do it however you want, but it's actually. Well, we'll go back to that later. Never mind.
Yeah, because you roll 1d6, you got a 1 and a d6, so you don't get to add the +4, but you do get to add the
yeah,
+7
I see it.
because
Yeah.
he is an ally, even though he's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it counts.
That's it for my turn.
All right, so that brings up the other guy that does speak common, and he's like, "Ugh, I think he might be gone." And he just takes his spear and he goes, "Farewell, my brother," and he throws the spear and launches it up to him, or at the snake. Let's see what happens. He misses. And his spear goes and it gets stuck into the side of the tree. And he's like, "Oh, shit." The other guy who's clinging on for life, he's going to just attempt to break the grapple and escape. He needs to roll a 16. Yes! So he manages to wriggle out and he falls and he takes damage from the fall. And has all his limbs are all broken. He falls. He's just gonna take a D4. He's falling into like a swampy shit. So he takes another point of damage, but he's laying there prone, not looking very good. That's it for his turn. Go ahead, Yuri.
Oh, where's the snake at? Still way up in the air?
Yeah, it's way up
like
in the
out
air.
of reach.
Yep, it's probably like a good 10 feet up in the air.
Yeah, which is way taller than me.
And the snake looks like it's pretty hurt. I mean, it's got some, definitely has a few wounds, a couple burn marks on it.
I guess I'm just gonna take my crossbow out and shoot it. Can I do that?
Yeah, so you have your shield on your back, crossbow in your two hands, and take a shot at it.
My shield out all night.
Oh, perfect. Nice. 18 will hit. For 5. Sweet. So yeah, you definitely get a good shot off, and you see the bolt stick into the side of the snake, and it kind of slithers away a little bit higher up into the tree.
I'm gonna end my turn, I guess.
All right. So as you do that, Snouders, you kind of actually Vitoris, you're closest to the water. You see this ripple, this large ripple, like coming through the water towards the land. Go ahead, Snouders.
So I don't see that, right?
No, you did not.
And the snake thing is toasty, right? Like I don't feel like it's a threat.
Yeah, but go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh no, I'm cool with this. So I with my action, I'd say, well, I hope we didn't hear anything, or I hope it didn't hear us, and that's my turn.
Okay, Meglar.
Well, I don't think Meglar really can do much now since the snake's kind of high up. Except throw my javelin.
Wait, the snake was alive still?
Yeah, the snake's still alive.
Oh, my bad. I thought I asked if the snake was like done.
Oh no, you said toasty. I meant like yeah, he's definitely hurt and like he's been burnt. He has a couple bolts stuck in him, but if you want to do something, yeah, you can still make an action.
Yeah, my apologies. I'll just do a cantrip. Int save for 2 damage.
$13.
Fails just barely.
Oh yeah, DC 14. Yeah, so he takes another 2. So
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry about that.
no, you're good. So Snake's still alive. Meglar, you see it looking pretty hurt up in the tree above you, about 10 feet in the air.
Yep. Throw my javelin
Come on.
at it, I guess.
Come on, Maglar.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so he's gonna throw his javelin and yell for the horde.
Nice. And it hits.
And that is 7 damage, piercing.
Nice. So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Eight.
All right. So as you do that, the snake falls out of the tree and it lands on top of you. You don't take any damage, but this thing kind of like knocks onto you, and you're kind of covered in mutilated snake.
I'll just start smearing it on everyone.
No. I dodged out of the way.
Oh.
With my perception, did I see that thing in the water as well, or no?
Okay, so now as you guys kind of all focus back to the water, you guys can all make a perception check. You kind of all stop, and because everybody has the same thought, like, did it hear us?
Also, let me know how much time passes for Bless.
Okay, yeah. So it's only been like not even a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, so Meglar, yeah, obviously covered in giant snake. You have no idea what's going on right now. It's same as Yuri. You didn't really notice anything, but oh, and definitely Snodlers has no idea what's going on. It's swamps and ponds are you're just completely out of your element. But Vasen and Hector, you guys do notice you can see the back of this large crocodile starting to surface about here in the water.
I scream to Vitoris to move.
I didn't know if we were still in combat or not.
No, you're not really in combat now.
Not until he jumps out of the water and grabs your ass, and then boom, you're in combat in his mouth.
Well, I was gonna move. Like I said, I just didn't know if we were still in combat.
No, yeah, you guys have like obviously it looks like you guys have like a few seconds here to reposition yourself as you kind of are all aware now that this thing has heard you and it's headed your way.
I see it, and I just like beeline to inland more. Like I literally don't even look back at everybody else. I yelled move to Vitoris, and then I like point in the water and then run.
Good time for me to take my shield out, just in case.
Okay. And this other lizard.
I seeing anyone else decide to run.
Can I just want to stand about here and just dodge. Get ready for this fucking thing to come out of the water at me.
All right, Oceanus, yeah, he pulls out his trident and he steps back. This lizard folk, he just like completely steps back and he actually starts like bowing and like almost praying to the alligator. And the other one, he's like leaning up against a tree, like he has 2 broken legs, broken ribs, and he's pretty much fucked.
Sacrifice.
Get him out of there.
Does somebody want to get him out of there? Or?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he will. I don't know if he's gonna or not, but I yelled at Meglar to move him back.
All right, I'm taking him.
All right, so go ahead and do a strength check or athletics check, Meglar.
Okay, 18.
All right, yeah. So you reach down, put your arms up, wrap up underneath his armpits, and you start dragging him back, and that puts you back
All right, I'm grabbing my javelin too.
out of the snake.
Yeah.
All right. So which way are you guys going? Back towards the group, or?
Yep.
Or okay. So I'm gonna put you and the beat up lizard over there, or over there. You tell me where you want to go.
Right here's fine.
Okay.
I'm taking the actions, prepping, and getting ready so I can focus on my spell.
Just beat that thing to the alligator.
And then you see it. It starts rising up out of the water onto the riverbank. Or not riverbank, the bank of the pond, and you see this massive snout come out of the water first, and this thing looks like it's a good 30 feet long, and it's thousands of pounds. It's huge. These massive jaws open up, and there's just rows and rows of these sharp teeth that are, covered in all sorts of blood and nastiness.
Hell yeah. Initiative order, or take it from the top, or what's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna clear this. Then, we'll do a new initiative order.
How much time's left on Bless? I got like 20 seconds left, or?
Yeah, I'll give you another 30 seconds. 'Cause this is all, this thing was moving as you guys were doing all this. This is all in a matter of seconds.
Fucking initiative. I can't get in the double digits.
All right, so I got 5 rounds on Bless left.
Oh my god.
Oh man. One of these days I'm gonna go like right before Vitora's, and it's gonna be so good.
So the lizard folk, he is not going to join the fight because it's like against his religion. So I'm going to put him back a little bit further on the map as he just he just keeps slowly walking away and bowing his head to the great beast.
Well, he doesn't even grab his friend. He's like, "Fuck you."
No. Yeah, he already wished him goodbye when he was strung up by the snake. So I just got to roll for Oceanus.
Against his religion to fight.
This crocodile, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if Jesus came down, I'd be like, nah, man, I'm cool.
I'm not fighting you, Jesus. So Oceanus
I'm
says...
not even Christian. Like, I'd be like, nah, we're cool.
All right, is everybody in the tracker? Okay, nice.
With my whopping 7.
Hey man, still before.
I have a 5.
Oh,
I
Oceanus
have yet
with a
to be able to
17.
roll.
I think Boston should go before me. Because we tied, but he's has higher decks.
Yeah, you guys can decide. If you ever tie, I mean, I don't really care. If you guys can decide who wants to go first. I can move you. That's up to you. Is that what you want to do, Boston?
No, it don't matter.
All right.
I'm not running towards the water, so.
Why not?
Yeah,
Maybe he just wants to make a friend, or maybe you guys could just ride
Knowing
on or
how
something.
all the battles have gone for this whole campaign, I will die.
What? No.
don't forget you got some darts left over. I don't know what else you got, but
I have half the hit points of at least 2 of the people.
All right, so Oceanus, he still has his crossbow out, and he's like, I guess. Should we shoot it?
yup.
Okay. And he takes a shot with his crossbow. He sucks.
With a 6.
With a 6. So his shot, the crossbow bolt just splats in the mud in front of this thing, and you just hear it like kind of make a hissing noise, and you see his mouth is open up and it's staring down towards Oceanus and this tasty little snoddlers that it sees. Go ahead, Snoddlers.
Oh god. Is it at least partly out of the water? Like I can see part of it?
Yeah, you can see its head and its like front legs. It's just climbing up onto the bank.
Perfect. It needs to make a dex saving throw, and I'm literally running. No, God. Just wait. Was that far enough? Nope.
Dex
That's far.
saving throw.
Flaming spheres next to it, I'm assuming.
Yep. And I don't have a sphere to drop, so it gets a second Snodlers.
Put some like dots on it.
It's a 15.
So yes, although I think it takes half damage.
It
But
does.
it's 1 damage.
Okay, so you take the point of damage, and so that happens. It definitely is like looking in your direction there, Snodlers. And it sees you start like running away, and it's just like, fast food. All right, Meglar.
And if it ends its turn in this radius, then it.
All right, is he on the shallow point of water now?
Sorry, what was that, Snodlers?
If it takes its. If it is in the sphere at the end of its turn, it also takes damage.
Oh, at the end of its turn, okay.
All right, so is it on shallow? Or is it still in the deeper part
No,
of the
it's in
water?
the shallow part, so yeah, you can see part of like the front half of the crocodile.
All right. Well, I'm going to enter rage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to walk right up towards him. And swing my
I
my
recommend
two-handed-
not doing that.
Why not?
Meglar's not scared of anything.
Okay.
Meglar don't scare. Easy. 26.
That's gonna hit. For
That's 14.
All right. So yeah, you come running at it, take a big old swing on it, and you hear it like yelp out in pain as that, and you come right down with your blade across its jaw, and you actually break one of its teeth right out of its mouth.
Okay, that's it for my turn then.
For your turn, okay. All right, so then it is his turn, and he's going to go ahead and make an attack at you, Meglar.
All right, since I'm enraged, now the path of the totem warrior kicks in.
It's only
That's only if
Opportunity
you
attack.
run away, yeah.
it's opportunity attack.
But you're enraged, so you'll take half damage from whatever. So he is going to make a bite attack with a 25. So you take 12 points of piercing damage, so that's reduced in half. You take 6 points of damage. So it snaps at you, and then it takes its mighty tail. You see it come flying out of the water extremely fast, and it hits you with a 22. So you take another 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And then I need you to make a...
It's actually 4.
Oh, yeah, 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and you have to make a strength saving throw.
And I have to make a what? Saving throw?
Strength saving throw.
Okay.
Which he does at advantage because rage, right?
Yep, so you get advantage plus 4, so yeah.
I think that's ability checks.
Oh, yeah, it's ability checks, not saving throws, right?
Athletics, ability check. So, I mean, still 18.
Yeah, you still pass anyway, so yeah. So this thing hits you, you take the brunt of it right across the chest of this massive tail, but you stand strong as you kind of like plant your feet firmly into the deep mud. Then it's going to end its turn there, and it's going to take how much from their flaming sphere?
You get a roll, I believe. DC Dex. It's going to be 5 damage, whatever your Dex roll is. got to be lower than 15, right? Or whatever your thing is.
14.
14.
Well, he passes that.
So he takes
2.
2.
Right.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Yuri.
Although technically, I think also Meglar should have taken that.
Oh yeah. That's
Oh,
right.
he does.
Yeah, he's in the
does
circle.
roll.
All right, so Megla, you got to make a dexterity saving throw.
Friendly fire already. I'm excited.
That one's what you get advantage on for being a barbarian. Doesn't matter.
Does that spear stay there? Is it still there?
Yep.
You take 5 fire damage, Meglar.
Yeah, that's not half.
Oh, half.
No, it's not
that's
half.
only bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That's something.
Fair.
He's got Path of the Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Megla, you're good with that?
Yep, I'm good.
All right.
Come on, Bolvik.
So go ahead, Yuri.
Yuri, just
Oh.
so you know, if you're in 5 feet of the fire orb, you have to roll dex when you end your turn, and you will take damage. Just in case you didn't know what the spell did.
So I'm just moving to out of range. Just out of range, actually. And I'm going to shoot my crossbow at it.
All right, so putting your shield away is going to take an action.
Hey, John.
Yep.
Can you enable the aura for his orb so they could see what not to stand in?
Oh, you guys don't see it. Oh, I gotcha.
There should be a checkbox next to the aura that basically just says scene or something stupid that has everyone else look at it too.
Yeah. Token aura. All right, you guys should see it now, right? Yeah.
Indeed. So if you step into that aura, you will have to roll. End your turn in that aura. Then you have to roll dex.
Wow.
Nope.
It's just quiet.
So you're gonna
Jury
do
is attacking, waiting for his to hit with his crossbow.
well, he can't
or
actually make an
whatever.
attack with his crossbow
Yeah.
because his action is to pull his or put his shield away and free action to pull out his crossbow.
Oh, are you done?
I just want to give him the option if he didn't want to do that.
And I'm out of the way of. Well, I've moved just about as close as I can, so. So yeah, I'll do that and just.
I mean,
my turn.
you can cycle to the other side of him. You can stand next to him if you want. It's just.
I don't have enough. I've already moved though. You know what I mean?
How far did you move? Where were you?
I was way back here behind the snake,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
so I moved 25
you got little
feet at
legs.
least.
I know that feeling.
so you're just gonna stand there with your crossbow.
Oh, I'm just. Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay, so at that point, Thousand Teeth takes another attack at Meglar. Oh. So Meglar, you take 10 points of piercing damage as this thing just snaps at you.
The legendary creature?
You got it.
God damn.
There's a reason they worship it.
And so that brings up Taurus.
Hooray! Let's shoot this sumbitch.
That'll hit.
27 for 16 points of damage.
Nice.
Nice. Good damage.
That's a natural one with the offhand.
Oh, sweet. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
20.
Nice. So yeah, it goes wide. Barely misses Meglar, but
That's it for my turn.
okay. So at that point, the what's his name? Thousand Teeth. He's gonna move up further onto the shore. Go ahead, Hector.
All right. I'm going to use my guiding bolt. Oh, hold on. Cast. There we go. That's gonna miss.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
And use my bonus action to take my archer shot.
That will hit.
I'm gonna back up some to, there.
Back up
And
just a little bit.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right, Mr. Vossen.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go die now.
Oh no.
You want me to roll your d4s? Or do you want to do them?
I'm gonna move here, and you've been doing them, so I'll let you keep going.
All right.
I'm gonna make
Watch him get a
my
one this
quarterstaff
time,
attack.
though. Nice.
29 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
2 hit.
12 points.
It did the better one.
And I'm going.
Oh, whoops. I don't know. Shit.
I'm gonna use my key point for patient defense.
Okay.
I should have waited to see what you were going to do first.
And that's my turn.
Just like rolling all those d4s.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so Oceanus sees you guys do that, and he's like, I'll help you, friends. He puts his crossbow away, pulls out the trident, and comes rushing in.
Oh God!
Yeah, I don't know.
You ever since the last campaign, you just like having one-armed fucking NPCs.
Yeah. Yeah, Arlo lost an arm to an alligator, so he's got this thing.
Wait a minute. This is a theme.
So he comes running at this thing, 2 hands. He's got this hatred in his eyes. Makes an attack. Oh God.
Oh no.
No, why? Oceanus, you're so terrible. All right, so he's gonna make a dexterity saving throw, but there's a chance. He's got some pretty good dex, right? Oh shit, with an 8, so he ends up running, slips in the mud, and he slides prone, just underneath the mouth of the crocodile. So that was not good.
You will be missed.
Okay, go ahead, Snouters.
Oh, I thought you already put the death icon on him.
No, I don't even know what that icon is.
So, oh God, yeah, that's the lost an arm icon, I think. So I'm going to whip my flaming sphere around and then beat him from the backside.
All right, so where that
dexterity.
is, so that water is going to be over your head.
Well, that's not me. That's my orb.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
That's why it's got the red.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right.
icon on it.
Although I don't know what happens when it. I mean, it's technically in water,
yeah, but
so I don't know if that works.
Yeah, you
so
can. I can say it's hovering above the water. That's fine.
yeah, I don't know if that's right, but we can figure that out later if you want. So it's a DC Dex 14. Yeah.
All right. DC Dex 14.
No.
I'm still cool with that. That's 5 free damage.
Still some damage, yeah.
And then I am going to roll Chromatic Orb. And Snodler's likes fire damage, so fuck. That's a miss.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
All right, and I'm going to look around, and I see people behind me, so I'm going to move back further, and that's my turn.
Okay, Meglar, you're up.
Okay, using my two-handed sword again on him.
Okay.
Jesus.
I assume that's a hit.
It's gonna hit.
That's
Nice.
15.
Roll some damage. 15 damage. Nice.
Now, is that considered a critical hit?
No.
No,
No,
not
okay.
natural.
All right, then that's my move then.
So you just bring the longsword right down across its front arm, and you see the blood just splurting out all over the water and all over the beach right there. And that brings up his turn. So as you do that, he snaps at Oceanus, who's right in front of his face. So he makes a bite attack at Oceanus. Oh, for 20 damage. So that hurts him quite a bit. Then he takes his tail and he swings it at Megler.
I'll teach him to fucking try to run in melee.
So his tail is only an 11 to hit Megler.
Okay, that's a miss.
All right, nice. And that is it for his turn. So he will... Actually, he's going to climb up out of the water more, and I don't want to have to stand on top of Oceanus. I guess I'm going to say he's hovering. He's like standing over Oceanus now. He's fully up on the land now. And Oceanus is kind of like looking up like, oh, fuck, this is it.
So now, since he moved like within my area and Boston's area, don't we make an attack roll?
No, he's still within your reach, so.
He's got to
Okay.
move out of our 5-foot range.
Yeah, now you
So
can see
he moves-
his whole body.
Yeah.
He's like 25 foot long, this massive thing. It looks muscular, and you can see a lot of like scars along the sides of him. But yeah, this thing is massive, standing in front of you on the shore. Go ahead, Yuri.
It's been orthodox for me. But
I just heard some robot jargon.
I heard that he's looking for the docks.
That's what I thought he said too.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
I said it's unorthodox for me.
Oh,
But I'm gonna... He doesn't get a shot if I back up a couple.
No, yeah, you
Squares,
can. You can.
'cause
If you want to back up and shoot your crossbow, yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just 10 foot.
Okay.
Which I regret doing, but
Oh, it's a hit. Go ahead and roll some damage. Sweet.
um, So that's pretty much all I can do. Do I have a bonus action or?
Yeah, you can do a second wind or action surge.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I'm just gonna end my turn.
All right. So after that, he makes another bite attack at Meglar. Roar. Oh! With a critical. So that his.
Bye, Meglar.
It's gonna be let's see, it's max damage. So let me see, what was his? So it's actually 20 plus 19, so it's 39 damage, Meglar.
Okay, Meglar is down.
Well, reduced by half still, right?
Oh yes, still reduced by half. Yeah, so half of 39.
19.
Yeah, 19. Math.
Okay.
Are you still
Are you-
down? Good.
He's hanging in there. All right, so go ahead, Vitoris.
Is he down?
I don't think so, right? Meglar, what do you got, like 2 or something like that?
Yep, I'm at 2.
Right. We'll take a shot. With a 12?
Actually, a 12 will hit. Oh, plus 4. So that's gonna.
Yeah, well, yeah, thank God. 8 plus 4. Thank God for bless.
Oh yeah.
Bless works for spell attacks too, right?
Yes, but I didn't bless you.
Oh no, I know. I was just curious.
Yes, all attack.
You didn't sneeze. So
I'm going to
16.
hit him for 16 damage, then I'm going to take a shot with my offhand.
Yes, he looks really hurt as that crossbow bolt like actually hit him right in the eye.
Nice.
19 to hit.
19's gonna hit.
I hit him for 2.
Another 2. Okay. Oh yeah. So he looks like that last bolt like really hurt him, and you see it's kind of stunned, and he kind of looks like wobbly now and disoriented at where he is.
How's Oceanus look?
Oceanus, he looks really badly hurt.
Especially like his left arm.
Oh, wait, hold on. Never mind. Scratch that. I was wrong character. For some reason, I thought I had fucking, what the healing word. Wrong character.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's it for my turn.
All right, so at that point, he comes like charging out of the water. So now Meglar, Vasan, you guys can make some attacks of opportunity as he comes running straight over here at Vitoris.
Ah.
Ooh, opportunity attacks. Yeah.
Opportunity attacks. Have at it.
Yep. 18.
18 will hit.
All right, that's 10 damage.
All right, what do you got, Vasan?
Super glad I moved backwards again.
Okay, that's
22.
a hit. 22.
12.
Oh, yeah, he's nearly dead. As you guys bash into him, this thing is like stumbling around. It's got one eye, and it's bearing down on Vitoris, but it looks like you guys are feeling like you have it on the run now.
Hey, it's the croc that ate Chubb's hand.
Okay.
Or the hook.
Hector?
Okay. Well, I didn't know if he was gonna move or not.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Vitoris is still technically your turn.
Oh,
no, it wasn't his turn because it was after.
No, I said I ended
Yeah,
my
he
turn,
ended
and
his
that's
turn.
when
Yeah,
he
yeah.
moved.
All right, I'm just gonna guiding bolt again then. For 14 radiant damage.
All right, and that's enough to finish him off.
Thank God.
As it tried to
Oh,
make
yeah.
its last-ditch effort to come back to the party and snap at you, it just falls over dead. And the lizard folk over here, he's like, oh, I can't believe it's true, amazing heroes.
See, God's
I'm just sitting there looking at Yuri like, Why would you run away? What clan of dwarves are you from? I'm baffled.
That chick at the bar, she hears about this. Fucking cowardice dwarf.
And then this guy, he runs over to check on his friend here, and his friend, he passed away from his injuries.
Oh, I was gonna go give him a cure wounds. That sucks.
I'm gonna check on Oceanus.
Oceanus was like trampled into the mud. He kind of like he holds his hand up for a little help getting up.
I'll give him a hand up. He has both his arms, right?
Yeah, he didn't lose anything.
I know you're sad about that, but
Yeah.
thanks for.
I like one-armed
murdering our
characters.
NPC.
So I have a level 2 spell slot left. Can I just shatter the left side of his body?
Oceanus is like, are you serious? Is it gonna hurt?
Nautilus was just kidding. This is completely fourth wall. Don't worry about it.
So as
Between
this
the,
is happening, you guys are doing that. You start hearing rustling noises up in the tree, like over here.
Oh, good lord. Can crocodiles climb trees?
Don't
Probably
think so.
another fucking snake.
I'm gonna real quick get a cure wounds on Oceanus, and if I have time, get one on Meglar.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. You guys hear a rustling noise, but nothing jumped out
Five.
yet.
I ready my crossbow.
I'm still starry form, so I'm ready to release some arcane, well, I guess holy energy, whatever pops out.
Slowly make my way to the tree, see if I can see what it is.
All right, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, Vitoris, with advantage.
21.
All right.
It's probably
So as you near the tree, yeah, your bless is over. As you're near the tree,
Damn it.
this large snake comes like flying out of the tree, like darting at you. Well, I don't know whatever you would call a strike, a snake strike, and you easily see it coming as you were ready and dodge out of the way.
Can I hit him with my starry archer form?
Let's roll for initiative here.
All
Is
right.
it fresh?
Yeah, we'll do a fresh.
So how much time was in between the two? Because my orb lasts a minute?
Yeah, it was probably a couple minutes as you guys went over and picked up Oceanus and did a little healing. Regrouped for a minute before you heard this other snake.
Why can I not get double digits on fucking initiative?
Well, it's the first good one.
Done,
we've rolled
nerd.
so far.
That's been the highest I've rolled is a 7.
Well, good thing you ran all the way over there.
I was hoping you guys were gonna get closer to that tree, like when during the battle. I was like, oh yeah, gonna grab one of these
Oh,
guys.
you son of a
It's good.
Honestly, I mean, I'm pretty freaking close.
Had he lived any longer, I would have run up towards that way probably.
Right, I think we're all up in there. All right, so Yuri, from like over by the water, you see this action unfold as this large snake just lashes out at Vitoris, and you see Vitoris kind of like roll out of the way.
Must be our way.
Did you ask for a parlay?
Being that No. Can you do that?
What, parlay with a snake?
I didn't ask for it, but I was just saying.
The snake is disinclined to acquiesce to your request.
Can cast Speak with Animals.
Oh,
Wizard, do I get to roll for parcel tongue?
What do you do, Yuri?
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move closer. See. I'm gonna move as close as I can, and I'm gonna use my action to put away my crossbow and get my shield out. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, I can hear
And then I guess I'll end my turn there.
you. Okay. Snobblers.
I'm going to look back at the crocodile corpse and think that that's less likely to get me completely trashed, and back my ass up. And I guess I'm going to, knowing that last time I think I missed it twice, I'm gonna launch some missiles. So it takes 12 damage with all 3 missiles.
Okay, nice.
And that is my turn.
All right, Vasson, who didn't go down in that fight.
The fight isn't exactly over.
That's true.
Oh, I can't get there. Damn. I'm going to move to there. And hold my action. If he comes near me, I'm going to smash it in its face
Okay.
with my weapon. Actually, I'm going to take a drink out of my gourd. Oh my god, that one hit me.
All right. So yeah. So as you took that one, you started to stumble a little bit, and you actually like threw up on yourself. Oceanus kind of looks up and he's just like really confused right now.
That's my turn.
All right. So the snake it's lashes down towards Vitoris, makes a strike. With a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
So he just takes a big old chomp out of you for 11 points of piercing damage.
Do I have... Or is that later?
Next level.
God damn it. I don't have none of the good rogue stuff yet. Ow.
No one's got any of their good stuff yet.
I'm pretty content.
So then it tries to it slithers, I guess, out of the tree and down onto the ground next to you, and attempts to coil you up as you.
Last time I investigate the shaking tree or bush.
Oh, yeah,
Ooh.
there's a crit.
Critical. Oh my god.
So you take 16 points from the crit plus another 19. So whatever 19 plus 16 is.
Oh, I'm down.
All right, and you're grappled and restrained.
That's cool. He's grappling an unconscious body.
Yeah. So he took a bite out of you and he coiled you all up, and now you're in a ball, and he's about to just.
You're
finish
gonna
you
be
off.
dinner.
Yes, I am.
All right, go ahead, Megler.
All right, I'm gonna use my speed. I'm gonna hop over this one, croc.
All right, go ahead and make a make an athletics check.
12?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah, so you just kind of like Dukes of Hazzard style, kind of like run up the tail of this thing and like slide off of it over onto the other side.
Okay, I guess that's my turn.
All right, Hector.
All right. I'll use my wild shape to change into the chalice form. Can I see Vitoris?
From where you are, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you see like
Alright.
this giant ball of a snake, and you can see like Vitoris's like arm like sticking out, and he looks unconscious and lifeless.
I'm gonna run up,
The arm's all limp and shit.
give you 11 of them, plus I don't know how to roll a chalice form. Hold on. Well, I just do it manually. Plus another 9 health. So you got 20 health back.
Ooh, damn.
And that's the end of my turn. That's everything.
So 11 plus 6.
No, well, I gotta add my wisdom to the second one, which is 3. So it's 9 plus 11, so 20 total. But I just can't do it on. I don't know how to do it on here, so it's.
Right. I'm back to the first bite.
All right, so you're restrained. So you have one arm that's free. So you could either try to
What is it?
escape out of
Here we go again.
out of there, or you can try to like punch at it or something.
I guess I'll try to get out. What is it?
16.
No, I mean, is it acrobatics?
Oh, yeah, athletics.
Athletics?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not getting out.
Yeah, because
then.
you gotta like get this thing off of you.
Nope. Not getting out.
Yeah.
I got a +1. I won't. I'm fucked this entire battle.
And it just
That's
starts
my turn.
squeezing you tighter as your one weak little arm sticks out between the coils.
That's my turn.
Okay, Yuri.
All right. All right, I'm gonna move right up to it. I apologize for this, Vitoris. If I hit you, which I might. And I'm gonna swing at it with my axe.
Yeah, you didn't get a 1. But you swing and you just don't judge it right, and you end up just coming up short from hitting it.
I don't hit Vitoris, right?
No. Or the snake, the giant snake.
Or the snake. And being that I failed, basically, I'll end my turn.
Okay, Snouders.
Damn.
Now there's ample people between me again, and I keep missing on this thing. I'm going to launch a barrage at this again for 15.
Yeah.
That will be it.
All right, yeah, these missiles just pound into the side of the snake.
Ooh, and they're fire missiles. Just point that
Nice.
out.
You see these little flames bursting up, and it squeezes tighter and tighter. All right, Vasid.
Run in.
Why you're making that noise?
Because the alcohol's hitting me pretty good.
Yeah. And there's barf all over your robes right now.
I'm gonna swing at him with my quarterstaff. 22 to hit.
Nice, that's gonna smack it.
2. 7 damage.
Yes.
A flurry of blows. I'm fucking hammered, so I'm fucking just letting loose. First swing misses. Second swing
That one
connects for 5.
Sweet.
And after I'm done swinging, I'm like, have a little wobble in myself.
He's getting back into the
And
groove.
that's my turn.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So the snake, it's gonna constrict Vitoris. Squeeze him just that little bit harder. 17. So you take 18
Yeah, it's-
points of bludgeoning damage as you feel your bones cracking. Then with its second attack, it's actually gonna take its mouth and just reach out for Yuri. And so Yuri, you take 15 points of piercing damage as this thing just... You feel one of its huge fangs just sink right into your arm. After that, it's going to drag Vitoris with it a little bit.
No. See my one arm flop.
Opportunity!
Yeah, you guys can go ahead. Both of you can make an opportunity attack as it tries to drag Vitoris into the jungle. Or into the
Go ahead,
swamp.
Yuri. Yuri?
What do you want me to do?
You can make
Roll an attack against it.
Roll and attack.
opportunity attack. Yep.
Oh, you hit.
Nice. Sweet.
Great. 23, two-handed
Nice.
attack.
Yep.
For 9.
Another 9. Yeah. So you guys are beating the crap out of this thing. It's still alive. But yeah, you hit it really good when it's bringing Vitoris back to its lair. Okay, Megler.
All right, let's see here. Yep, he's just within 30 feet of me.
Get him. Don't be a pussy. Run up there and hit him.
He's got like 5 health.
Yep. I'm going for the longsword on him.
Just don't get a 1. You miss.
Ouch. Well, that's my turn then.
All right, Hector.
Shit. Well, I don't have a lot left. I'm just gonna cast Bane on it. It needs to make I think it's a, whoops. That one. I think it's a charisma saving throw.
Charisma
Yeah.
saving throw. Okay. And charisma.
Nice.
Nine.
-2. I love it.
-2. Wow, that's terrible. Nobody likes snakes. They have no charisma.
And I'm gonna move up a bit, and that's the end of my turn.
All right, Vitoris, as you're clinging to life before you become dinner.
Kill it.
I can't do shit. I'm restrained.
You can try
You
to
can try to
escape.
break out.
No, not with a no. I
You
can't.
can still roll. There's still a chance you could crit.
He tried.
Nope.
Holy crap.
He tried to
Nope.
squeeze out, but the snake is just too strong. He just doesn't have the strength to pull himself out of it.
That's my turn.
All right, Yuri. You guys just don't want to save Vitoris, do you? You just want him to get eaten.
No. It's
There's
just
nothing I can do to break him free, is there?
Yeah, kill it.
You can try to pull him out, yeah, or kill it. I mean, it looks pretty hurt now after those last opportunity attacks you guys hit it with. It's you can see like chunks of its flesh is just falling off.
Like just drunk and screaming at him, go kill the fucking thing.
Well, move up to it then and next to it, and it's not up in the tree too far or anything, right?
It's on ground.
Yeah, it's on the ground.
Oh, it's on the ground still. And I'm gonna try to hit it. I think I'm gonna use my action surge possibly.
If ever there was a time.
14's gonna hit. All right, nice.
I'm gonna use my
You don't even need to.
savage attack.
So as you're hitting it, it tries to snap back at you, and you just bring the axe right down and cleave its head right off. And its body starts going limp, and you hear Vitoris take a big inhale as he frantically pulls the snake off of him and slides out from between the coils.
And then he promptly lays down on the ground.
And cries a little bit.
A little bit.
Did Oceanus die?
No, Oceanus didn't die because he got healed up, and he wasn't trying to get into this fight though. He's a little bitch. All right, so yeah, big snake dead.
Oof. I want to go check out that island. See over there.
I want to look up in this tree to make sure nothing else is there.
All right, so as you start doing that, you start hearing the bushes kind of rattle next to your feet, Vasen. Then as you look, this frog just jumps out.
I'm gonna take another sip of my gourd. Oh, this one wasn't too potent.
Yeah.
And I just plop down, a little drunk and tired.
Yeah, is there anything else you guys want to do?
Lay here for a bit.
Are we supposed to go back to the queen now?
Yeah, as soon as that's our next stop is to go back and see.
That's our.
Mhm.
All right.
We just got into a vicious battle with 2 huge snakes and a fucking legendary crocodile. I need a little 5 here.
You need to take a
Oh,
We
five.
got a
doing
couple
all right.
people dead.
I'm gonna see if I can find either a small bird or a small snake or I don't want to go too far away from everyone, but see if I can't.
I'm gonna
I need
stand up and walk over here next to the other guy.
Yeah, Hector, go ahead and do a perception check.
15.
Yeah, all right. So you look around, and then up in the tree, there's a couple small birds in the tree, and there's frogs all over. You guys, you see them kind of hopping everywhere. It's probably the only animals you
Got
see.
Are we within 50 miles of the town? Saltmarsh?
Yeah, you're probably within 50 miles. So. Oh wait,
Alright,
no, wait.
I'm gonna-
No, you're further than that.
Alright. Never mind.
I was thinking of the lair, the lizard folk lair, but
Gotcha. Alright, never mind. I'll wait till we get back to the lizard folks to do that then. Just sit down and take a rest with everybody else.
so you guys are taking a short rest.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
I haven't gotten up off the ground.
My everything hurts.
Yeah.
Snodlers takes a book out and materializes a quill in his hand and sits down on a nearby log and starts just writing in his book.
The the lizard folk starts kind of making a little makeshift grave for his friend. He's just gonna bury him out here in the swamp. Oceanus, he's kind of sitting to himself and he's like muttering something. He's kind of curled up in the fetal position.
I'm gonna go over and talk to him and ask him in Elvish if he's doing okay.
I'm gonna talk to him in Elvish and ask him if he wants a little sip. Drink.
All right, so he tells you, no, I'm not okay. I think I'm in over my head. My father told me I shouldn't be going out on this trip. I've already lost my sister. I've almost lost my friends. I've almost lost my own life. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Here, calm down. Here, take a sip of this.
Do a persuasion check.
Oh, it's gonna go well. My fucking -1 charisma. 5.
He did just watch you puke on yourself after you drank out of it.
Oh wait, yeah, that was persuasion. That's right.
Yeah, and so he looks at you. He's like, no, I couldn't do that. My body's a temple. I couldn't pollute it with this.
It'll help you. It'll help you.
I just need to go home. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
It's all good, man. We'll get you back. We'll make sure you get safe passage back to your village.
But next time, maybe not charge the giant crocodile.
Yeah, man. Like you had a bow.
I just wanted you guys to be impressed by my skills.
Did you get your trident back?
Oh yes, I do have my trident back. I never lost it. I never threw it. But I can't lose this, or my father would be really pissed.
Oh, it was this guy that threw it. Sorry. I got miscommunicated. The alcohol is affecting me. Did you get your trident back?
Yes, I just and he puts his hands up
Oh,
over
did
his
I do
head and he
that?
starts rocking himself.
You sure you don't want a sip of this?
Go ahead and do another persuasion check.
I'll tell him I'll take a sip if he takes a sip.
So he starts he's like shakily like reaching out towards it. He's like, I guess so. And he says, okay, and he takes a sip. Let's see. So he drinks and he's like, yeah, it just tastes like water.
I nod.
It's very refreshing.
With approval. Yes.
Like
the shock must be really getting to you.
He just has such a high constitution that it doesn't really like the alcohol doesn't actually affect him. He's like, I don't see what the big deal is. I don't know. Okay, whatever. And he hands it back to you, still shaking. But I just want to go home. I don't think adventuring is the lifestyle that I need to live. I'm way over my head. Oh. And a couple minutes later, he starts like calming down and he goes, maybe I'll take another sip of that.
I just handed him one of the bottles of wine that I bought. I was like, here you go, man. This one's for you. Thanks for this.
You guys are turning Oceanus into an alcoholic. So he takes a little bit of the wine. He's like, tasty. Thank you. You guys are really true friends. I'm glad we met.
Same. Let's focus on getting you back home before you get dead.
Once we get back to the city, we can find you passage home.
Want to take 5? Anyone? Bueller?
You want to, like, in real life, want to take a break?
Out of game?
Yeah, go ahead. We can take a 5-minute break. We're probably going to be done pretty soon, but yeah.
Oh, if we're going to be done in, like, 15 minutes, I guess we can hold out.
Sure. I mean, that's just something else you guys want to do. I mean...
No.
I think the only thing we have left to do really is
just go back, yeah.
Yep, make our way back, let them know that we passed, maybe talk to the queen, and then hopefully our boat's still there, and then head back to the city.
Oh, you know what? Is the boat within 50 miles?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna cast. See if I can find a small bird and cast animal message on a bird. Tell him to go to the boat, look for someone in the uniform with was it Griffin?
Yeah, the Griffin, yep.
Griffin on it, and tell him that we're on our way. Wait for us. We'll be back within a day.
Okay, yeah, so you give the message to the bird, and everybody else kind of looks up as you see Hector kind of like looking up in the air at this bird, and it just kind of circles around its head a little bit, and then flies off to the
Thanks, bud.
to the south. Actually, no, to the north. Yeah, so if that's all you guys are doing, you guys make your way back. It takes another 8 hours to get back to the lair. So it's like late afternoon by the time you guys get back to the lizard folk lair, and you're again greeted by the queen and Sariv, and they asked the lizard folk, your guide, like how it went, what happened, and he says, they did it. They've taken care of it. It's no longer. And
Liz is very sorry. One of your people died. Apologies.
Oh, what? Who was it? Sariv says. So
the other one.
The other one. So he says, yes, it was Broken Tusk. He ended up not surviving, but at the hands of a giant snake. I gave him a proper burial. Sariv's like, okay, that's a sad day, but I'm glad that the rest of you have made it back. I guess perhaps we really could trust you. And the queen, she looks very impressed with your skills, and she comes out and she says to Sariv, I'm gonna send you with the party to go back to Saltmarsh as her delegate to approach the council to ask for their help in joining the alliance to fight the Sahaugen. So Sariv says, okay, so you guys can stay here and spend the night here instead of traveling back to your boat and then traveling all night back to Saltmarsh. So we could spend the night as our guests in the lair. You're free to roam around, do whatever you want, within reason, I suppose. And then at first light, they'll head off, and he'll accompany you guys to Saltmarsh.
I need to go out and find another bird. Because I need to send another message back to Saltmarsh to... I forget the female elder's name.
Ida, or Edda. We'll say Ida.
Same thing. I'm just going to send her a message saying, Hector, we should be back in about a day. We're bringing one of the lizard folk with us.
So at this point, she still thinks that the lizard folk are bad and they're arming themselves to invade Saltmarsh. So,
right, that's why
you should have just let that happen.
We're bringing one with us. What? Oh, me?
Yeah.
I think he's
like, the invasion's coming.
I'm pretty sure he's implying that he's coming with us to help.
Back, we're bringing one.
Yeah, but she doesn't got tone of voice involved in a letter.
It's not a letter. It's the bird like re-speaks what I said. It's fucking magic. It says it in my voice. I'm pretty sure even.
Yeah, it delivers the message to the creature that you described, replacing the sound of your voice.
Yeah, replicating the sound of your voice. So it sounds just like I do.
Creepy.
So, yeah. So that's why I tell her. We're coming back. Be there about a day. We're bringing one of the lizard folk with us.
And?
I mean, I only get...
They're not trying to kill everybody? Or do you only have a certain amount of words?
I only have a certain amount of words. And I just said, like, we're all coming back with one of them. Like,
yeah,
prisoner.
But maybe they thought we captured it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean...
You want to see how it plays out when we get there, I guess?
Yeah, that's good.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I don't remember how much I can say, to be honest. Da-da-da.
25 words.
Yeah, so I don't
Yeah.
have a whole lot. I didn't count those, but figure that's a fairly simple.
It's gotta be like the old school like telegraphs. We are coming back. Stop. Lizard folks
Yep.
are
All right,
okay.
leave it
Stop.
at that. We'll,
Oh,
we'll
there
see
are
what
words.
happens when we get there.
All right, so I guess that's where we'll probably end going. Oh, we'll just end. Do you guys want to do anything at the Lizard Folk Lair? Put it that way before.
Level up.
Well, actually, yeah, I was going to say you are actually going to gain a level after defeating a legendary crocodile.
So I would like to basically interrogate inquisitively the lizard folk to understand like their religion and like understand them and scribble it furiously in my notebook.
Oh yeah. I want to ask
Also,
the Queen Lady
some-
shit.
Yep.
Thank God you reminded me.
Did you say the Queen Lady shit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna ask her about weapons and stuff.
Yeah. If they get their who else were they getting their weapons and stuff from?
Okay, so yeah, so you go back to her and talk to her, and Sariv translates, and he tells you we were getting them from the Smoothskins, the ones that wore the red patch, the bandanas.
Were they the only ones?
For several months, we were getting weapons from them to arm ourselves. So they actually take you to one of these chambers that have all sorts of you see there's all sorts of long swords and short swords and different weapons.
Do I see anything in there from anything? Oh no, never mind. Scratch that thought. It was someone else. So we just see the weapons, and I just look at them. It's like this is all that. So you didn't do business with anyone else, just them.
No, they tell you it's only been a couple months that they've been arming themselves. So like
Okay.
they said, it's only been as of recently that this threat has kind of emerged to where they needed to actually take action, because these creatures are actually like based on the sea, and just recently they started coming on land and like trying to take over their territory. And that's what they're saying, that something is strange, that they have actually formed up a more organized group and have been attacking the lizard folk settlements, and they're making their way closer and closer inland.
Do you know if they have any other partners they were working with that you've seen?
So he tells you that that's the only people that they've talked to, because most people, like humans, they don't trust the lizard folk because they think that they want to eat them all.
Like Oceanus.
So yeah, so like
Yeah,
actually when you look at their
that's the only
room
questions.
of all their like these lockers of swords and stuff, it's definitely not enough for even like the short time you're here. You see quite a few people, like everything from commoners to men, women, children to actual like warriors, and there's definitely not enough weapons that they have to like supply an entire army of lizard folk.
All right, so it definitely doesn't look like they could even attack Saltmarsh if they wanted to.
No. So it doesn't
with an army.
right. I mean, there's definitely enough of them that you've noticed while you're there that like they do have a pretty good amount of numbers to them, but they're still like
But
somewhat
they can't
primitive
arm 'em
people.
all, so-
Yeah, they're not like all fully armored and organized where they're gonna have an invasion
So-
force.
Gotcha. So we could, take that information back also, that hey, they're not even close to being armed enough to attack us, and they weren't trying to. They're just trying to take the land back.
Yeah, the King's Guard and stuff is enough that they could like fight back any attempt that the lizard folk would have possibly tried to do to attack Saltmarsh. But so he asks you if you'd like to interrogate the prisoner that they have. And
Absolutely.
Oceana says, I don't know why you would keep them prisoner. You should probably just kill it. They're evil.
Who said this? Oceanus?
Yeah, Oceana said that.
Where is the prisoner?
All right, so the Sariv brings you to this room. Let me see. So you follow this room through a whole bunch of stuff here. You go through a whole bunch of corridors and several rooms, and I mean, I'm just gonna open up a whole bunch of this stuff because it doesn't really matter. You guys chose the negotiating way to go through this place and not try to murder hobo everything, so it made it a little bit easier.
God, that's it looks like 3 sessions worth of battles.
Yeah, I didn't know how this was gonna go. If somebody was gonna run their mouth and want to fight everybody, so. so anyway, so you guys go into this room. So you enter this chamber, and the floor has this large cage over the top of it, and in the center is a pool. And then down inside the pool, you can see something kind of moving around in the water. As Sariv walks out there, he stamps on these grates and he says, "Wake up! You have visitors." And then you see this thing come up to the surface. There's a gap between the water and the top of the cage, and you see this head come out, and these hands come up and grab a hold of the grate, and you see this big toothy smile of this thing come up with this fish-looking face with these kind of spikes on it, and a very scary-looking creature, and it comes up and it says, visitors that come to see me.
It's here. There, right?
Yeah.
Do I hear an accent that I recognize?
No, but he speaks like incredibly good common. Like better than any of the lizard folk. Just from like the first meeting with him, he just starts talking to you, and then Sariv says, "Well, my common is okay. I've been studying in this book, but this creature, I don't know where it learned to speak so well, but I feel it as it's some sort of spy or something." And this thing looks up, and it's like, and it, who's in the room? Who's actually like first in this room?
I'm in the room.
Becoming.
All right, so
Wandered my token down there.
yeah, so like Vitoris, and he kind of looks over at you, and he's like, I don't know why you were aligning yourself with these things that are probably just gonna eat you. I wouldn't trust them if I were you.
They haven't eaten me yet.
Have you seen their teeth? They look just as sharp as mine.
Debatable.
They're holding me against my will. I was on here. I came here on a peaceful mission, an ambassador for my people. And this is what they do? They put me in this dungeon.
They didn't put us in a dungeon.
Well, they're not prejudiced against your kind, now are they, Smooth Skin?
I'd say a little bit, since only one group would talk with them. Who's inside me?
Not me. I'm not inside of you.
That's
No, I think it was John who moved a token
Yeah.
inside my token.
that's Sariv. Yeah, put his token on there.
He's getting a little close.
So Sariv looks over to you, Vitoris, and he tells you, like, nah, don't listen to him. He's a liar. His people are all liars.
What was your diplomatic mission?
So he looks up and he's like, well, rumor has it that something has been awoken in the sea. So we were just I was sent here to make a truce, to stop any bloodshed, and together we could fight back anything that may come out of the sea.
What
Can I
was-
roll check insight, see if we can tell he's lying or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
13.
Okay, so from what you can tell with him, the way he speaks, like nothing has really changed. Like he seems to be, like he's not holding anything back really. So I guess you don't have a reason to not believe him,
Except that he's in jail.
except for
being
he's in
held,
jail,
and
right? And,
The
I mean, he brings
Queen
up.
has told us that his clan took their land.
I mean, he brings up a good point too. That like lizard folk have also been known to kill and eat other races. I mean, you saw a hobgoblin head in the throne room and other things in the.
Yeah, but I'm going back based off the information. They didn't kill and try to kill us. You know, as soon as they saw that we were just trying to figure out what's going on, they didn't attack. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they gave us a chance to,
After two of
giving
us
us the
snuck
weapons and
in.
stuff. Yeah.
That's true.
So I'm more leaning on the side of
Lizard folk.
the lizard folk at the moment, just knowing what I know from what we just dealt with.
So that's how it gets.
So I'm more trusting them than I am trusting of a prisoner of theirs. You know what I mean?
So he looks up at you and he says, "So are you planning on eating me as well? I know that they are planning on eating me, and I'm sure my head will be on some plaque in this place."
I don't eat meat that talks.
And he's like, he just hisses at you. He's like, "Have you met the queen? And has she told you the lies? Her people are all liars."
What has awoken in the ocean?
Well, I guess you'll find out then now, huh?
Guess we will.
Is it a ghost of Saltmarsh?
So he says, "Well,"
No, that was not the character. Sorry.
he says to Vitoris, it's not too late. Maybe tonight you could change your mind and get me out of here, and I could bring you to my people and tell you the truth." And Sariv just like stomps on his fingers on the grate, and he's like, "Shut up!"
Well, where
I've heard enough.
Snodulus wants to know where your people are.
"Ah, smart man. My people, we live in the sea, not too far from here. I could take you there."
As that's going on, I would like to cast Detect Thoughts.
Ooh. Nice.
Oops, I wanted to show the VTT, not show the cast of it.
And say, do you have to roll for that?
Only if I want to probe deep into his mind. Like if I don't get glimpses or understand what he's doing, I can probe to get the information, and then he has to DC roll.
Okay,
Some
so
advanced here.
what'd you say?
This is some advanced shit right here.
Yeah. So while I'm asking him this question, or right before I ask, I suppose I'm going to basically cast Detect Thoughts, ask him where he's from, and that stuff to try to invoke and get at least glimpses and understanding. I know I obviously won't get everything, but just some type of feel.
Yeah, so from the surface stuff that you're getting, you're getting this like hatred that he has, he personally has towards everyone, and you're getting the feeling too from his mind that he's like eyeing you guys up, and he's actually, one of the surface thoughts that he's thinking is how delicious Vitoris looks, and The only thing that you're feeling this darkness in his mind that's in the back that he's not letting you. You can't quite figure it out and like feel through it. But there is some sort of darkness that has touched his very soul that seems almost evil. But the only other like thoughts he has of just getting out, breaking free, and murdering everybody in this lair.
Then I'll, with the remaining probably 20 seconds, I want to switch it to the lizard folk.
Okay. So
Just basically baselining it.
yeah. So from Sariv, you have like a completely different feel from like what's in his mind as you kind of like probe into his mind a little bit. The thoughts that you get is that of peace and of knowledge. Like you can kind of like hear.
Good
like,
enough.
You kind of hear like how Sariv has been studying the other races, especially humans, and he wants to know more about civilized cultures.
Do I get any glimpse or vision or anything in regards to his homeworld? Not that I would know its location, but if we were there, maybe I could identify it and be like, hey, this is kind of like, do I have anything like that, or is that all clouded?
From the lizard folk or from the Sahara?
No, the original dude.
Okay, so from that guy, yeah, like you don't have any thoughts. He doesn't even like think about his home from where
when I'm asking him, hey, can you show me where? This was the detect thoughts was the prep for getting a glimpse of vision.
Yeah,
for
you
that.
have nothing at all regarding where he's
Perfect.
from. Almost like he has no home.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, I think it's very interesting that we should see your home. Snodlers would obviously like to talk to your folk and learn more about you, but at this point, I think it's very difficult for us to take sides when Snodlers looks around and sees many people who are happy and friendly and one who is spewing hatred and feeling it.
So he says, it doesn't matter. In days, weeks, months, you will all be dead. The Sahagin will...
Snodlers has been alive for a very long time. I don't feel like tomorrow will be any different.
So that he just takes like his hand and he just splashes water out of it up towards you. You kind of like jump a little bit as he just like hisses and he shows his teeth.
I'm gonna wipe the water off me and lick it. Is it salty?
Yes, it's salty.
Dirty swamp water.
No. Snodlers would think that the swamp would be fresh.
No, because this whole mound is like built on a point on the edge of the sea.
Got it.
All right.
So like there's waterways that go like beneath the mound and stuff. So yeah, salt water would be inside this place.
Got it.
So as you guys kind of like spend some time walking around in here, like they show you around because like I said, they kind of have your trust now, and you've seen some of these saltwater caves that they have. They have like some large docks for when they have like dignitaries and different people come in. So like they are surprisingly more civilized than maybe some of the other like lizard folk tribes that have been out there. I don't know if you guys have ever really had any other contact. I mean, Snodlers probably never has, but I said like lizard folk are pretty
They went to.
pretty popular in this part of the world. So like Megalar probably would have run into him, or even like Hector at one point or another.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think the only other thing I want to do is, you're already doing it, is like pretty much just walk around, get a look at the place. Obviously, unless somebody like says no, you can't go in here.
Yeah, I mean, you guys pretty much they let you have like the free roam of the place for the night, and you're welcome because you haven't shown any like actions that would deem
Hostility?
them no hostility to where they would keep anything from you. So this is basically the lizard folk lair, and most of it is literally rooms of men, women, and children. A few warriors here and there, but
I want to ask someone about those frog things that were outside, that were over the hill. They were friends.
the giant lizards.
No, the frogs we fought.
Oh, okay. So Sarif,
Bullywugs?
yeah, he takes you aside and tells you about the bullywugs. That there's a lot of bullywugs in the whole marshes. There's lots of different tribes of them. There's even tribes of other lizard folk that are even more primitive than they are. That some of them are not willing to work with like this particular tribe.
How do we tell your tribe away from the other tribes?
So he tells you there's really nothing that like outsiders could tell the difference of. It's something that like these lizard folk like they could sense like the scent of people within their tribe.
I want to tell them that we should, at some point, if we're going to work together, humans have a difficult time picking up on those things, and we may need to come up with some sort of mark for them, like either they can paint on or like a bandana or like some sort of
Pendant.
Yeah. So Sarif is like he's very like interested in everything that you have to say. Like he brings you right to his quarters, and he has like you go in there, and like his quarters are like very nice and neat. And like I said, this whole place is made out of mud and like rocks and sticks. It's the building, the whole place, the lair itself, it's pretty primitive. But you go into his room, and he has like a nice writing desk and a bookshelf, and he's all these books in there, and he starts showing you like all his different books that he has and all the things that he's learned, and he's very excited to actually come to be invited to Saltmarsh to actually learn more about the civilized world. So he completely agrees, and he starts like writing stuff down in a journal about anything that he can pick your brains on, and he said he's like super cooperative.
Awesome.
Well, assuming everyone else is cool with it, once we get back, he can just stay at the house with us.
Yeah, that's probably the best place for him.
Safest.
Oh yeah, didn't somebody have a crowd in it?
You cut out.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, you cut out and then went staticky.
Oh.
You're
Yeah.
back now. Or not.
Static 2 is...
Yuri's the static.
Oh, gotcha. Didn't somebody have like a bronze helmet or something like that they were going to try and...
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. So Meglar is attuned to that now.
Regular. Yeah.
That was the helmet of... Did I tell you the name of it? I thought I did.
I think it was just a bronze helmet, is all you'd say.
Oh, okay. Yes. It is the helm of underwater action.
Oh, nice.
So it enables me to breathe underwater.
Yeah, I think it'll allow you to breathe underwater for a certain amount of time. It's in D&D Beyond, but I think it's probably in Roll20, which I can send it to your character sheet. But yeah, I can do that.
Underwater, gain dark vision at a range of 60 feet. You can gain swimming speed of 30 feet. Nice.
Yeah, no, there's no time limit. He can just breathe underwater.
Yep.
That's sweet. So So I guess some of you guys will be able
Sick.
to visit Oceanus.
I have water breathing now at 3rd level, so that's before we left tomorrow. Because we're going to be back on the boat. I was going to cast underwater breathing on all of us. I think it's
That's for next game.
Yeah, it's a ritual, but I don't think you can cast rituals unless they're prepared.
Yeah, I have it prepared.
For next game.
Yes. That's if the two guys are still there.
I sent them a bird. I don't know if they listen.
They might have eaten the bird because they've been sitting there for 2 days. Like, oh, we're so hungry.
They probably, if I were them, would have dipped. 2 days, they're gone. See ya.
You gave them a
Probably.
bottle of wine. You're like, yeah, this will hold you over.
They should have rations as part of their pack. They got no idea how long it's going to take us.
I'm more in the lines. Oh, they got killed by the dragon or the fucking lizard folk. No point of waiting.
We'll find our own way back.
Well, at least hope. But yeah.
All right, so
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
All right.
that's where we'll end it. You
Sure.
guys can hit level 5.
Yeah.
Yep, already done.
Stunning strike and extra attack. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Fireball!
Yes.
I got bored of my speed and then extra attack.
Because I needed more AoE. I'm ready to kill something.